Hey y'all, we are back. We're back. Get in here, please. Listen, it took me longer to get back. I had to recuperate. I'm gonna just tell y'all the truth. The live from earlier took a lot out of me. Between Kanye telling us about him sucking on other males and Shannon Sharp's booty hole, I needed to recuperate. I thought I could bounce back in an hour and a half. I couldn't. I tried. I promise I tried. It was too tough. It was too hard. I had to fight my way back, but I am back, and we got to get into what's going on with Kenya and them, and Kelli Ferrell and them, and Brit Eady and them, and Tasha K and them, and the and them's keep going. The and them's keep going. Okay, let me greet who's in here, and we're gonna take care of the housekeeping, and then we got to get into what's going on. I hope Black Emmy's come in, child. Black Emmy's was in the replay comments from the video earlier, and I responded and told her we was live. Where's Black Emmy's? There she go. Hey, boo. Because I was looking for Black Emmy's because I promised her I was gonna tell everything I know about skincare and hair care real quick, and I am, because y'all know I don't keep no secrets. Got a mouth like a sieve. Everything just I run out. I tell everything. Okay, let me greet first. Magaline Lamar, thank you for being like number 2. Sweet beloved, thank you for being number 2 as well, sis. Inel, thank you for being 4. Miss Thelma is also number 7. How you doing, Quiet Storm? The mother of our little princess is number 10. Emma Crawford, the lady with my mama's name, is number 11. Hey, Bunny Gonzalez. You number 11. All right. Keep your like number. You don't ever know when I'm going to call for the like lottery. Peanut is in the chat. I could tell her to text me a number anytime. You will never see it coming. So keep your like number. Miss Nisi, thank you for being number 13. Amanda K is 12. Hello. I love it. Good to see you. Aries Diva in the house. Hey, girl. Hit that like button. Too adorable is 15. All right. This is my girl, Tiffany J. You ain't caught us in a while. I'm so glad to see you. I love my Tiffany J. She's number 16. Thank you. D. Seratina's in the house. Hey, boo. Thank you for being 18. Stoner Gaming. Is that my baby? Hey, Suge. That's Auntie Baby. Thank you for being number 19. Brisha is 21. D. Amazing D. Crazy DS is number 20. And she's running that reflection corner. And we're going to have that reflection corner wide open tonight. Because it's some stuff that's got to happen. And I know earlier, that reflection corner, I couldn't even manage it. I didn't have nobody to help me. And I was in dire straits. I was. Hey, Miss Sparkle, our resident Mary Kay lady is in the house. Telling y'all to hit the like button and the engagement button. Don't forget that engagement button is on your bottom right-hand side. It's the circle with the heart emoji. Hit it and send up my bubbles because I'm sensitive. Black Emmys is number 23. Country Girl Queen is 24. My Brandon is 22. Hey, boo. I do love you. I love you. Okay, I'm so glad to see you. All right, who else we got? I want to greet everybody so I can do what I said I was going to do. Lexi Lean is here. How you doing? Carrie Clark. Hey, boo. Thank you for being 28. Bianca the Beautiful is in the chat. You missed the live earlier, but she's here right now. Makeup Addict is here. Hey, now. All right. Y'all know Bianca is our head archangel in the chat. She's keeping it safe for everybody. Y'all, please show love and respect to our moderators. You know, they make it possible for us to hang out like we do and everything be cool. Just me, Cheryl. Hey, sis. Thank you for being 32. So y'all show love to our moderators, please. And thank you. I appreciate you. It means a lot. All right. Forever 21 is in the house. How you doing, sis? Okay. I'm making sure I ain't miss nobody. Jalecia Dismuke, another one of our Florida girls, is number 40. Thank you. My Peanut is here. She's number 39. We got Aries Diva at 41. Three Buckhead. How you doing? Good to see you. I'm glad you made it back, honey. We got more mess going on. Sharon Middleton is 42. What up, sis? What up, though? So glad to see you. Who else we got up in here? You say you glad I'm back. I'm glad I'm back too, child. We got to get into it. Miss Kaiser so say, all right, one of our hard-working ladies. She always be working. Good to see you, sis. Thank you for being number 43. Black Emmys is back throwing up them bubbles. Okay. All right. Sean Living Life is here. How you doing? Good to see you. Listen, the fam done slid back on the porch. We got Moss Sweet up in here. Hey there, lovely lady. I'm glad you're back. I am feeling a lot better, but we cannot talk about that other stuff from earlier because it turned my stomach like in flip-flops. I was not okay, but I'm better now. I'm better now. Bunny Gonzalez. All right. I'm so glad you caught alive. All right. The Bridget Nicole says she is a new subby, finally caught alive. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I need y'all to spam the chat and tell the Bridget Nicole, welcome, welcome, sis. Let me put mine in the chat too. We're so glad to have you. Anyone else who's new, please let us know in the chat by letting us know it's your first time, or you could just type FTL for first time live so we can welcome you personally and individually because we are happy to have you here. Girl, it was a mess earlier. I sure wish you had been here, honey. We had to get into everything. Mama left in February. Oh, wow. We're sorry, boo, but we love you. You need to get in Discord. You need to be in Discord, like now, so we can, love on you and support you. Priscilla Clemens, girl, how you been doing? It's so good to see you. Thank you for being 26. Money Grip, that's my people. How you doing, kinfolk? It's so good to see you. Thank you, thank you. Who else we got up in here? Who else we got? Who else? Miss Thelma is in the house. All right. That's my girl, Tracy Lashley. Hey, girl. Lexi Lean is 54. All right. All right. Listen, y'all. First of all, I promised something to my sister, Black Emmy, so I'm going to do it. Hey, Antoinette. Unless something happened, I try to do what I say I'm going to do. Hey, DM Rocks, how you doing? All right. Hey, we love you back. One of y'all that's in the chat, can y'all grab the link for Discord, or I can grab it if y'all typing or something. I don't mind. Let me try to grab it real quick so I can put the link for Discord in the chat. Y'all are welcome to join Discord. Every now and then we may have some stuff that's members only, but y'all can be in Discord even if you're not a member. At first, I was just going to do it for members, and I'm like, for what? Like, we all kin folks. And we all be up in there gossiping and stuff be going on. And I don't want people to be missing out. And especially if you have things happening, we want to know. I think I speak for everybody when I say we would rather know what's going on with you than not know, and all that. So let me do this. All right. So I just put the Discord link in the chat. Please feel free, join Discord. My Christian Key is in the house. Hey, boo. Nashville's finest is in the house. We're so glad to have you. The Discord link is right there. Grab it, join in. Feel free, do your thing. Now, we did have one crazy lady, y'all, popped in there. I don't know whether she was trying to buy weapons or drugs or what she was doing, but I'm like, baby, listen, this is not that sort of a place. We don't have nothing to sell you in here. But she was a little different. She was I'm just want to make it clear. We ain't selling nothing. Okay. This is not Britt Eady's territory. We ain't got nothing for sale. Nothing. Not for $14, not for $1,400. We ain't got it. Hey, God's anointed daughter. How you doing? Thank you for being 65. That's right, y'all. Hit that like button. Hold on. Okay. All right. The likes are looking decent. My bubbles could look better. The bubbles are a little quiet. The bubbles are a bit quiet. I'm just going to be honest. Just gonna be real. Them bubbles a little quiet. Give me 1 second. Let me check something. Let me check a thing or two or three. And then I'm going to do just what I promised my sis that I would do, because, it's no good to say you're going to do something and don't do it, right? Give me 1 second. And we're going to get into this mess, child. Tasha K done brought some mess about Brit Eady husband. I don't even know whether we should get into that first. I guess we're gonna cover, we can cover that first, and then we'll go into Kenya's situation, and then Kelli snitching on her friend. Cause child, what kind of friend is that? I don't want no friends like her. I don't. If that's my only option for friends, let me stay friendless. Right. That's what she said. Did you sell the cat? Did you sell it? What? The cat. You're in Discord. All right. I'm glad you made it in there. Now, y'all give me 1 second. Let me grab some stuff. And I'm literally not quite a second, because I ain't that fast. Y'all know I'm old, but it ain't going to take long. Give me 1 1 second. One. Okay. I'm gonna be right back. Right back. Right back. Okay, I'm back. See? I'm back. I did just what I said I was gonna do, and I'm back. And I'm going to hold on 1 second. I'm gonna let y'all know exactly what be going on over here. Okay? Because I don't really do secrets. Okay. So look, I'm back. Now, real quick before we get to the gossip, Black Emmys asked me, hey Mo, thank you for being number 59. What I use on skin and hair. This is not a secret, so you can know. Okay. First thing, I use my illuminating cleanser. Can y'all see that? It's from Amy's. Okay. Amy's it's like Amy's Labs, MD Labs or whatever. So you can find them online. They're in Houston. If you type in Houston, Texas and put in Amy's skincare or Amy's formula, anything like that, it's going to pull it up. It's on Westheimer. You can buy it directly from her. That's one cleanser. I also use this one. Can y'all see that? This is the Skin Brightening Cleanser. This is the for pigmentation. Okay, it's supposed to give you a radiant glow or whatever, but it's good for hyperpigmentation because I got these spots from my mama. It looked like I got on contour when I don't. That ain't no makeup because I don't really like the masquerade look, but I do get hyperpigmentation. So I use that. I also use this one from Glow Skin Beauty. Glow is real good too. I use Glow Skin Beauty. This one is you see what it's called? This is the Glide Pro AHA Resurfacing Cleanser. Okay. So this is a cleanser too that I use. So this is the third one. So I use in the order that I showed them to you, I use those. After that, this is the moisturizer I use. This is the Phyto Calm Aloe Hydrator. It's also from Glow. Okay. And you don't need a lot. You get like one little spot. You put like here. You can put a spot down there and you rub it in, moisturize your face and all that. I have to get my nose. It's bigger than it look, I promise. And then like when you under your eye, massage upward, put it in like going up like that and like so to encourage your muscles to stay where they are. Like don't pull them down, always go up or whatever. Then also for my hyperpigmentation, I get the pads from Amy's. She have to mix it for you, but you can get those. If you don't have that, you might not need it. And yeah, Glow is good. And that's basically it for the skin. Keep it clean, keep it moisturized, all that. That's the basics, right? When it comes to the hair, ain't nothing special. I done told y'all before. Raw Crown hair grease. Okay. Family Dollar be having to hook up on the price sometime because Walmart and Amazon be taxing. Okay. Family Dollar might have it for $2 or $3. Amazon and Walmart might have it for $6 or $7. So, Slide past Family Dollar, see if you can get the hookup. All right. Then I started using Sacred. So I got the what a shampoo. I got the hydrating shampoo from Sacred. I also use the hydrating conditioner from Sacred. On top of that, I also use the moisturizing deep conditioner from Sacred. And I will use sometime the rice and rose water thing on the hair because you need the protein treatment and stuff. And then after that, I will also, hold on, here you go. After that, like once I finish with everything and you done did your conditioning, all the conditioners and stuff, I use the restoring hair and edge drops, the silver bottle. I told y'all, this is what I told y'all Aubrey needed for his hair. Because after he wore that wig and messed his head up, these drops really work. And before styling, I use the hair oil on the hair because the Royal Crown for your scalp, but this is decent for your hair. It's not heavy. So like that's literally all. I don't have no secrets. This is all that's going on. Okay. Now, this ain't no paid promo. I'm just telling y'all what I do because sis asked and you know I tell. I'm not holding nothing. I'm not gatekeeping any hair or skincare. Okay. You have a right to know how to keep your hair and your skin healthy. And I'm not going to stop you. Okay. Now that we got that out the way, let's get to the mess. Okay. Antoinette say Royal Crown. What'd you say? They sold that when my grandmama was a girl. Yes. And that's why we still have hair because we use Royal Crown. Mm-hmm. Yep. You grew up on Royal Crown. Head on back to it. It works. Somebody buy some for Aubrey. Then that way he can quit wearing them wigs. Yes. Royal Crown. Royal Crown. And y'all know I keep it very simple. I'm a simple lady. Seanitra, thank you for being number 68. Black Smile, thank you for being 71. Yeah. So if you ever wonder what I put on my skin and my hair, that's all it is. You can pull up this video anytime, and that way you'll know what to get for your skin and your hair if you have, similar issues and you need to do what you're gonna do. Okay. Now, into the mess. Let me pull up because I got to share the screen, child. Tasha K done went and she done sat down and talked with one of Brit Eady friends. Now I ain't gonna play everything. Y'all gotta watch the rest with her. But listen, I'm gonna say this. Britt Eady should have stayed off people's television. Britt Eady should have stayed off of people's televisions. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that. She need to stay off people. She should have stayed off people's televisions because see now folks that got an extra ground with her feel like she disrespected them in some way. Now they coming out, they talking, they saying things, and they not saying things that sound very nice or favorable to her. They just not. No, yeah, we not on that. And thank y'all for hitting that like button. For real, for real. And where are my bubbles? Like, I really need bubbles. Please. Where are my bubbles? I don't understand. There they go. Thank you. Because I was really about to pout. In real life, I was about to pout and poke my lip out. And that would have been tragic for everybody. My lip is way too big to be poked out. 3 Buckheads said, I think this will be Britt's last season. It probably should be. It probably should be. Yes, my bubbles. Thank you, Brandon. Thank y'all for my bubbles. Now, let me share this screen. Hold on. Child, I can't believe all this is going on. Like, this has been a rough day for me. Kanye and his oral confessions, Shannon Sharp, rusty old man booty hole stories, and now we got this. Wait till y'all hear this one. If you ain't heard it already, just put your pearls on so you can clutch them. Put them on so you can clutch them. Everybody, put on your pearls. Like, if you don't have pearls or you need, okay, let's do this. If you need 30 seconds to get your pearls so you can clutch them, let us know, and we will give it 30 seconds, okay? We can even observe a moment of silence because this is the anniversary of Prince passing. Prince died on April 21st. So, we need a moment of silence anyway. If y'all need 3 seconds to get your pearls, okay? Let me know. Do y'all need a second to get your pearls? Let me get mine. I'm going to get mine. Because, see, y'all trying to be stubborn and acting like you don't need your pearls. I need mine. 3 Buckheads, you got your pearls? Let me get my pearls. I want this pair out of my purse. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. Okay. So I got my pearls. I'm ready. I'm ready for whatever happens. Okay. I grabbed my pearls, ladies. I'm ready. Oh, child. Let's share the screen. Let's get into it. Y'all, this is enough to make Mount Everest quiver like a bowl of Jell-O. Okay. Lord, D. Seratina say Diamonds and Pearls. I love that song. Between him and Rosie Gaines, I end up in tears. I couldn't listen to that right now. All right, so let's start from here. Let me try to make this screen as large as I can.
Michael Cunningham.
I may have tasted him.
Wait a minute. We're not going to start from there. His name is Michael Cunningham. That is Britt Eady's husband, Mr. Cunningham. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Stoner Gaming. I appreciate the bubbles, honey. Okay, Bunny, listen, I don't make me think about that because I don't need to be crying with all this type of mess going on. There's a lot of mess happening, and I don't know if I can handle crying on top of that. Belicious is off the chain. You see, DS, where you at? You supposed to be running the corner. Why you didn't come escort your sister so she could help you set up the chairs in the reflection corner? Yes, didn't I tell y'all to put your pearls on? Don't nobody listen to me. Don't nobody listen to me. That's all right. That's okay. You ain't got to listen to me. But you're going to listen to what her friend had to say. Y'all going to listen to that. Y'all ready? Let me get a countdown in the chat. 3, 2, 1.
You was going back and forth with her in the comments, telling her, don't act like I didn't have your man bent over a balcony. Did you have Britt Eady's husband, Michael Cunningham?
I may have tasted him.
Tasted him? What do you mean tasted him? Like, what do you elaborate?
Well, I'm a top. I'm a soft top. I don't play with my booty hole at all. I do the playing with the booty hole. I do the bending. And yeah.
You saying you bent her husband over?
I think multiple people bent her husband over.
Oh my God. Hey, Shaq, call the lawyer because it's gonna go down. And we got this video is going out. I don't give a fuck what they say. It's going down. It's going out. We got a man here on the show with receipts from this lady's husband, and he said he bent her husband over the balcony a few times.
Mm-hmm. Multiple people have bent her husband over. And I feel like she shouldn't have come for me, knowing that I know these things about her and her husband. Like I told her in the comments, I told her that. I feel like she knows that her husband is gay. I mean, he might be bisexual. I don't know. Shit, girl.
I mean, what do you call a man that gets bent over at 2:00 in the morning by strangers?
Gay.
Cheers.
Okay.
You was going back and forth with her in the comments, telling her, don't act like I didn't have your man bent over.
Okay. Hey, wait. We're gonna listen again, but we need to catch our breaths. Okay, Linez, you got your pearls? I warned y'all to get your pearls. I told you to get your pearls. Okay, we're gonna play this again. Hey, Cali Dream. Yes, this is about Britt Eady's husband, Mr. Michael Cunningham, and this is where we are. We're gonna play it again. If you happen to be one of the ones who did not go get your pearls because you thought it was going to be okay, and now you need a second to go and get your pearls, let me know. We will give you a 30-second head start. So that you can now go and retrieve your pearls, because I'm going to play this again. And I can assure you, hearing it 2 times is not going to make it any easier on you. Okay? It's not going to make it any easier on you. I'm warning you ahead of time. If you do not have your pearls, you should consider taking 30 seconds while I'm talking. Go and retrieve your pearls. Shannon says she about to break her pearls. Queena says she done threw her pearls at the wall. Ladies, retrieve your pearls. Shannon, don't break them. You're going to need them. I'm going to play this again. This is what is being said about Britt Eady's husband, Michael Cunningham. And then there's more, but I'm going to play this one a second time. Ladies, pearls in hand. And here we go. We're starting from the beginning of this clip. Okay?
You was going back and forth with her in the comments, talking about, don't act like I didn't have your man bent over a balcony. Did you have Brit Eady's husband, Michael Cunningham?
I may have tasted him.
He said he may have tasted him, Jesus. Hey. Come by here, my Lord. Come by here. Come by here, my Lord. Come by here. Listen, somebody needs you, Lord. Come by here. He said, I may have tasted him. We tasting? We tasting. Y'all know I'm nervous after this morning. Anytime somebody start talking about booty holes and tasting, now I'm going to be real nervous that all I see is Shannon Sharp and them bad legs. And I'm scared. These Seratinas, do not puke on your good pearls. Oh my God. DS say, I told you Mike was a service animal. See, that's why you in charge of that corner. You and B-licious, y'all go hold hands and skip over there. Brandon, it is a lot on this porch tonight. I'm tired. Truth is, I'm tired. I'm tired. I just don't even know what else to say at this point. Lord. And Sharon Middleton, you skip your cute tail in the corner too, talking about tasting the brown eye. Lord have mercy. Okay, let him finish talking.
Tasted him? What do you mean tasted him? Like, what do you elaborate?
Well, I'm a top. I'm a soft top. I don't play with my booty hole at all. I do the playing with the booty hole. I do the bending. And
did he say he do the bending? Okay. I'm grown. I can handle this. Let's go.
Yeah.
You saying you bent her husband over?
I think multiple people bent her husband over.
Oh my God. Oh. Hey, Shaq, call the lawyer because it's gonna go down. And this video is going out. I don't give a fuck what they say. It's going down. It's going out. We got a man here on the show with receipts from this lady's husband, and he said he bent her husband over the balcony a few times.
Mm-hmm. Multiple people have bent her husband over.
Hey. Lord. Multiple people. Okay.
And I feel like she shouldn't have come for me, knowing that I know these things about her and her husband. Like I told her in the comments, I told her that. I feel like she knows that her husband is gay. I mean, he might be bisexual. I don't know. Shit, girl.
I mean, what do you call a man that gets bent over at 2:00 in the morning by strangers?
Gay.
Cheers.
So y'all see where this went. This clip was a lot, but there's more. Like, while this was absolutely a lot, while I did instruct and encourage you all to go and get your pearls, there's more. Like this is not all. Apparently he's been passed around like a Philly blunt, a White Owl, or Garcia Vega. Okay. It's like when he walk in the room, they start playing Mystical, still smoking. Black Smile say multiple people have been her husband over. Oh my God, that's what I said. There's more. Lord, Brandon says it's only so many pearls on a necklace. Well, baby, listen. I have an extra long strand, as you can see. So maybe get you an extra long strand. Okay. Mo said paralyzed supine position. Me, not her husband. Listen, this was enough to put all of us in a paralyzed supine position. This was enough. Hey, Ashley. Tracy says she can't find her pearls. I'm so sorry. Girl, if you was close, I would give you a strand because I keep pearls around for moments like this. And Belicious, see, this is why you matter of fact, you are now working the reflection corner with DS because I have noticed that you are dedicated to being in that corner. And I don't know whether it's like your heart's dedication or whether you just can't help yourself. So now, hold on. Let me just deal with this right here. Let's go ahead. Hold on. Okay. We done throw you a wrench. You are now a moderator, and you just help run the corner because you love the corner. So now you got you a wrench, Belicious, and I need you to help run the corner since you can't stay out of there. Since you can't stay out the corner, you help run the corner. Okay, you now have a wrench. Okay. Yes, he said he does the bending. That's what he said. Okay. DS say, come on, Belicious. That's right. Y'all hand in hand because y'all be on the bull crap together. So there's more to what was said. There's more. Let me go on and get this right. Oh, Lord, help me. Not we buffering. This is not the time to buffer.
Who dick did she suck to get on the show? Because she good at it. I call her Headhunter Eady, but her husband a headhunter too.
Wait, I forgot that this one started off. It wasn't no build up on this one. Hold on, I'm gonna run it back. I wasn't prepared. Let me get in position. Let me get in a comfortable position. Pearls in hand. And then I'm gonna let it play, okay? Because I was not comfortable yet. I need to be comfortable, and I was not yet comfortable. Make sure I have my water bottle close by. All right, y'all okay? Y'all ready? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, pearls up, okay? Pearls up. Let's go.
Who dick did she suck? Get on the show. Because she good at it. I call her Headhunter Eady, but her husband a headhunter too.
What you mean?
I used to host sex parties in Houston and in Atlanta for DL men. You pay $30 in cash, or you pay $32 cash app. I used to run the door in Houston, and then I branched off. It's called the Lifestyle Lounge in Houston.
And I know exactly where he talking about too. I'm gonna tell y'all a story about that. Something bad happened to me.
And baby, the who's who goes to those events. Special invites.
So what is you saying?
You may have been at a party or 10, 15. 20.
Britt Eady husband? This guy?
Yeah, that guy. Michael Cunningham. And we have the same last name, by the way.
I was gonna ask, how do y'all have the same last name?
No relations.
But you have had relations. Does Brit know this?
She should know her man gay. Anybody can see that. With two
I
working.
mean, I saw it on the couch. He looked a little different. I don't know if gay was the word, but he looked different. He looked standoffish. He looked like he just want to duck his head and mind his business.
I call it a lavender marriage.
What's a lavender marriage?
When a straight woman marries a gay man for whatever reason, for protection, for money, for status.
Do we have a $32 receipt?
Oh Lord. And
now, this was a cash app. It looks like from her husband to you.
Keep the time.
2:03 a.m.
Oh God.
That's the night of one of my parties.
Why would he use his whole name?
Not 2:03 in the morning.
My whole name's on there.
It was on my daughter's birthday. My daughter and my mama are born on March 22nd morning.
Hey, sex sales. Who dick did she suck?
Wait. We're gonna let him say it again. As hard as it is to hear, we're gonna let him say it again. And there is the cash app. Michael Cunningham, his pictures there is $32. $32. And both people's names is there. He's David Cunningham. The guy's Michael Cunningham. He said ain't no relation, but they done had relations. I'm gonna let him say it again. Let me
get on the show.
Got to say about this because I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. See, now, you know, Peanut be having insight. The baby out of the mouth of babe. She said the question is, who did Michael blank to get on the show? Because that might have been who done the blanking. Okay, we discovered who done the bending, but apparently somebody else might have done the blanking. Okay, Brandon, thank you so much for the super chat. Says so the athletes and actors is what he's saying to go to the DL swap meet. Listen, I don't know who be to the swap meet. Now, I don't know about the swap meet, but I know about that place, what he talking about. Let me get these comments because I feel like I done missed stuff while I was over here playing and stopping what was going on. Black Emmys, thank you so much for the super sticker. Sis, I appreciate you. So listen, not Lil Diddy. I'm done. Wait a minute. What you say Brit and her husband met comparing? See? Lord. Amen. Phil left me with this child. B-Licious say, child, the stain broke and the string and broke all the pearls scattered on the floor. I'm done. Not $30. $30 to get in. If it's cash and $32 on the cash app. Now, do y'all want me to tell y'all what I know about this lifestyle lounge place, or y'all don't want me to tell it? Because I'll tell what I know. I know something very disturbing about this particular place. I know something about it. Okay. Too Adorable say, wait a minute. She's selling cat and swallowing Sprite bottles. They still needed a GoFundMe. I'm trying to tell you, baby, it sounds like that's some cat she should have kept to herself. Hey, cool cat. Not Portia, child. Portia ain't had nothing to do with this one. I'm trying to tell you. If you want me to tell it, yeah, we got, by the time we got, the receipt at 2:03 in the morning. In the words of Al Green, something's going wrong. Someone's on the phone. Hit it. 2:00 in the morning. Y'all put the next line to the lyrics in the chat. Talking about how he can make it right. Yeah. Happiness is when. Bunny Gonzalez, thank you so much for the cash app, sis. She said the meet and greet. Yeah, the meet and greet, baby. Don't be greeting the meat like that. Not at 3 in the morning, child. Not strange meat. Don't greet no strange meat. Say, was this March of 2025? Let's see if we can zoom in and determine what year this was with the parties. Hey, Rochelle. I was always told nothing good happened at 2. Yeah, they told me don't nothing be open at 2. When y'all remember we was young girls, what our mama and them told us, don't nothing be open at 2 in the morning except for hospitals, police stations, and legs. And I used to be slick at the mouth, be like, but the Waffle House open, but Apparently, that ain't the only thing open. If the legs don't open, there's some other portholes that be opening. You thought you got that past me, didn't you? I seen that. You know, I be watching when you think I ain't watching. Oh, y'all want me to tell you what I know about it? Well, I'll tell it. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'll sure tell it. Let me tell you what I know about it, okay? Now, picture it. Sicily, 1945. I'm back on my Sophia Petrillo. Now, first of all, I'm going to say this. I'm always telling y'all my own personal business. And I ain't even ashamed. I have lived a hell of a life, honey. Sometimes intentional, sometimes unintentional. But I have lived one hell of a life. And I mean one hell of a. So this happened when we first moved over to Houston. Okay. Now, some of y'all know the story, some of y'all don't. Hey, Sadly Mistaken. Ooh, child, Sadly Mistaken in here preaching. She said, well, that's why Britt's still on the show. Bravo got plenty of men in charge who swap meat material. And Andy, hey, Andy and friends. Okay, let me find out Andy was down there to the swap meat, to the meet and greet. Hey, Chlo Glow. Well, let me tell it what happened. So we had just moved over to Houston. Some of y'all know the story, some of y'all don't. My daddy passed in April. My daddy passed not in April. He passed on April 2nd, 2013. Okay. I stayed in Ocala about a year after daddy passed. Okay. The next year, 2014, I left Ocala in September and I went to Houston. Okay. Me being me, straight hustler, you know, I'm going to do everything. I'm going to make my money. I'm going to make clothes. I make jewelry. I cook food, like straight hustling, because I ain't really know that city like that. It was just one of them things like get up, go here. And so I got up and I went there. Really not having a whole lot of backup, but just get up and go, right? So I had cooked some food and I had been selling sweets and selling dinners and, you know, real Florida girl here, straight hustler, right? So somebody who had tasted my food mentioned something to somebody and somebody had took a plate to somebody. Long story short, this man and his wife contacted me and asked me if I could cook food for her birthday party. I ain't think nothing of it. They both came by my townhouse at the time. That's when me and my children still lived on Spice Lane in Houston. Shout out to Southwest Houston. You know, A-Leaf West Chase. We was over on Spice Lane. So this man and this woman came by my house. This was an afternoon, and they wanted to talk with me because they wanted me to cook food for her birthday party. No problem, right? I could tell they had a little money. They was in a Rolls Royce. I said, oh, these Negroes, they papered up. Okay. All right, black people, you know, let me tap into the money. Let me tap into the cash, right? So they telling me what they need. They done put out their order. Them people said they wanted dirty rice. They wanted chicken. They wanted some beans with some pork in it. They wanted some stomped down country food. They asked for a birthday cake that was a layer cake and cheesecake. So it had a layer cheesecake, layer of regular sponge cake. And that she asked for black and red candy apples that was covered in glitter. I did her order. I ain't think nothing of it. So I told them they had to pay a deposit. And the man went to go get the deposit. And the lady act like she was kind of flirting at me. And I'm like, no, maybe I'm reading her wrong because she married and she came here with her husband. That can't be what she doing. I ain't think nothing of it. So I took the deposit. I did the order. That's when I still had my black Avalanche, y'all. So I jumped up in the Avalanche, loaded up the food. I got cute to go drop off these people's order and get the balance for the food that I cooked. Well, I went riding out there. The place, I ain't gonna say where it's at because I ain't trying to, you know, put nobody on the spot, but it's close. It's not far from one of the airports. I'm gonna say that. So I drove over there and they told me that they owned a club. I didn't think nothing of it, y'all. My country tale. Ain't no problem. I got there with some strange looking little like nerdy looking dudes. They was like, oh, we'll help you carry the food. It's for the party. I said, yeah, sure. You know, thought nothing of it. Carry the food in there, child. We got to the little outside area. It was like a vestibule. And then I guess people paid to get in. Didn't think nothing of it. So we brought everything in and we set it on the tables in the little vestibule area. I guess you could call it that foyer. And so once all the food was in, they opened the door and they was like, okay, let me show you the spot where you could set everything up. Y'all, I walked in there. Everything out of me screamed bloody murder. The people was in drawers. Some of them didn't have on no drawers. It was men's and women's. And they was in there. They said it was a swingers club. And they said some nights it'd be all men, all women. And like that night, the owner was having a party. So it was men and women. And they be, you know, they say on the nights when it's mixed or whatever, it's like $25 and $50 for a couple, like all this type of stuff. And they was explaining it to me like it was normal. Y'all, I bugged out because I didn't know black people did stuff like that. I was shook the hell up. I did not know black people did stuff like that. I was out, okay? So I took the food and I'm like, all right, Nitra, you grown. You can fight. Drop off the food, long as don't nobody touch you. You know how you be in situations. In my head, I'm like, long as don't nobody touch me. So I went on and I put the food, I set the food up. He gave me the little tray that he wanted to set the girl cake on. And then I set the apples around the cake. You know, I acted like it was a regular setup. I didn't trip. And so when I got ready to leave, dude was like, well, I wanted you to stay till my wife got here because she wanted to at least see you and greet you before I say, hey, I really do have to go. And so he was like, wait right here. And he walked off and left me standing there. So I immediately reached out to Papa. I said, hey, man, I'm out here by Bleep Bleep Airport. I'm in this plaza. I told him the address. I say, this man is like stalling with my money. I'm not comfortable. I want to go. He said, well, I'm not in town. I had rolled down Galveston. He said, I can send Marcus over there. I say, don't. I say, don't can send him. Send him now. Don't wait. Send him now. You know, because I'm scared. These people, why is this man stalling me out? So when he came back, y'all, I had to literally tell this man, look, in 3 minutes, either my money going to be in my bra or this food going back in my truck. Now, that's how this finna go. So he stood there like he was still thinking about it. And then he went ahead and gave me the money. I said, well, I'll see y'all later. You know, he was like, you're not going to hang out. I said, I got to get home to my churn. Ain't nobody watching my churn. Girl, y'all, them kids, even them was big enough to watch themselves and whoop somebody if they came in the house. But I told that man I had to go watch my churn. Like, ain't nobody watch my churn. And that's how I got up out of there. That's how I was introduced to the fact that Houston has that entire whole undercurrent. Like, there's a whole like subculture of prostitution in Houston. There's a whole subculture of black people swinging clubs and swinging parties in Houston. They do the gay nights and the lesbian nights and all that. That's a very real thing that be going on. Because I walked up in there and got an eye full of what I was not looking for. And it scared me half to darn death. He ain't lying. And that price sounds exactly what I heard when they was trying to give me the spiel, like they was trying to get me to join the church or something. He ain't lying. Now we finna play this again because he ain't lying. Listen, you say in every major city, I don't believe that. I've been in Florida my whole life. We don't move like that over there. We not weird like that. I don't know what the hell these people had going on, and I ain't never seen nothing like that. And to be honest, I ain't seen nothing since then either. But now I know to ask more questions. I didn't even know that was possible until that happened to me. Scared me half to goddamn death. And now don't forget, understand, I am a Florida girl, so I did have that click clack boom under the seat, but I just didn't feel comfortable. Brandon said, was Candy there? No, this was Houston, not Atlanta. Antoinette said, I wanted to say he was capping for clout. No, he ain't lying. He ain't lying. He was, you talking with Stoner Gaming. Listen, you might be late, but we finna play it again. Yeah, I got my money. Now, the Florida girl in me wasn't not gonna let me cook food and stand on my feet and not get paid. No, I was gonna get my bread. We don't do stuff like that in Florida, baby. We don't. I don't know what you heard. I don't know who told you a lie. We don't do that. Now, it's some nasty people, and they have their private to-dos, but we don't have no clubs and no culture of that in Florida. We do not. We are not them kind of people. That was some weird crap. No, ma'am, not over there in Houston. No, ma'am, it be whole couples. It was a couple that owned that club. I could say their names. I remember their names as good as I remember my own. And it was another one on the north side too. Because after I got scared about that and I was talking about it, somebody told me it was one over there. Lord Ashley, you crazy. Ashley say, talk about we have Dubai at home. Child, I don't know about the Dubai, the da. I never said that that private people ain't nasty. I said we don't have a culture of that. We don't. That's not who we are. I hate to disappoint you, but that is not who we are. We have never been that in Florida. You got some people that's nasty and they keep it to themselves. And if you're going to keep it real, a whole lot of them that's nasty like that be riding to Atlanta on the weekend, and I can call names. Because I was green then. I'm not green now. Right, Quiet Storm. It's them other people in Florida. It is not us. Born and raised. I know Florida like the back of my hand. That is not us, honey. We don't move like that. No, ma'am. So about, can I get the double cake with the cheesecake? If you want to pay for it, yes, it traumatized me. I'm going to remember that for my whole life. They paid me a very good coin. And I was intending to get my money. I was intending to get my money. He says common in major cities, blue states and red states. Red states watch more PO. Girl, I don't know nothing about that. Because at the end of the day, where I'm from, not saying it's right or wrong, we're a lot more segregated than a lot of y'all. Them people do what they do, and we do what we do. And we don't do what they do. So I was shocked to be in Houston and seeing all these wonderful Black people and professionals and people with money, and then find out that they doing all the weird kinky stuff that traditionally where I'm from, Black folks don't do. I had never seen that. I had never seen nothing like that. And they acted like it was normal. They acted like it was very normal. No, I didn't move. Why I'm a move? Like I ain't had a box of ammunition. Girl, I ain't scared of nobody like that now. If you let me make it to the trunk of my car, the under my seat, or back to my house, that's your mistake. Delicia, you better tell them. Thank you, Peanut. Tell them. We don't have no swinging clubs. It be private parties. And that's how that go. We don't do that where I'm from. No. You can say what you want to say. I know my home state. You talk about where you from. We don't do that. That was some creepy crap. Who said the whole state don't have that? Don't mess up the vibe. I said people may have private parties, but we do not have clubs with Black people doing that. Now that's what I said. And we don't. That was some creepy garbage. Now we finna let this boy tell what else went on with Britt Eady's husband. I'm gonna let them repeat it again. I can't believe this. This too much. But yeah, he ain't lying about Houston. It's a nasty, loopy, dingy, dusty back place. Listen.
Who dick did she suck to get on the show? Because you know she good at it. I call her Headhunter Edie. But her husband a headhunter too.
What you mean?
I used to host sex parties in Houston and in Atlanta for DL men. You pay $30 in cash, or you pay $32 cash app. I used to run the door in Houston, and then I branched off. It's called the Lifestyle Lounge in Houston. Baby, the who's who goes to those events. Special invites.
So what is you saying?
You may have been at a party or 10, 15, 20.
Britt Eady husband? This guy?
Yeah, that guy. Michael Cunningham. And we have the same last name, by the way.
I was going to ask, how do y'all have the same last name?
No relations.
But you have had relations. Does Britt know this?
She should know her man gay. Anybody can see that. With two words.
I mean, I saw it on the couch. He looked a little different. I don't know if gay was the word, but he looked different. He looked standoffish. He looked like he just want to duck his head and mind his business.
I call it a lavender marriage.
What's a lavender marriage?
When a straight woman marries a gay man for whatever reason, for protection, for money, for status.
Do we have a $32 receipt?
Let's pause it on here.
Now, this was a cash app. It looks like from her husband to you.
Keep the time.
2:03 a.m.
That's the night of one of my parties.
Why would he use his whole name?
My whole name's on there.
This was on my daughter's birthday. My daughter and my mama are born on March 26th.
Tasha, stop, man, don't know your mama them, and he wasn't trying to do nothing to your mama. Crazy woman. No, this is not 2025. Hold on, let me see if I can get a better picture of it. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Okay. This is, hold on, what year is this? I can't tell. Okay, I wish I could put pictures in the chat so we could zoom in. Okay, hold on. Let's do this. I'm going to send the picture over so we can pull it up on the big screen and zoom in and see if we can figure out the year, because I see 20, but I can't tell if that's 24 or 14. I think it say 2024, but I would rather all of us check it so that way we could say we saw it, and between all of us, it looked like. Let's do that. So that way we can all look at it and see what's what. Okay. Hold on. Black Smile says she ain't see it. We finna try. It do look like 2024, but I want us all to just double check it first. I would rather us double check it first on the big screen here so we can all zoom in together, and that way either we all seen it or we all didn't. Because I don't want nobody taking my word for nothing, not with something this heavy. Because I don't know nothing about this particular party. I was not there. I don't know this man. But this what he say happened, and this is the receipt with the cash app from Britt Eady husband at 2:03 in the morning for one of his parties. Okay, it's what the man is alleging. Okay, hold on. I know good and well. Hold on, hold on. Here we go. Wait. There we go. Because I didn't understand why it was not allowing me to do what I wanted to do. Wait a minute. You say Brit too sensitive to have this kind of dirt. How DL are you with Cash App with your government name? I mean, because without somebody giving context, we don't know what he could have paid him for. It could have been his cousin that needed gas money, especially if they got the same last name. Yeah, she is way too sensitive. I got it, boo. Okay, so let's go on and pull this up. All right. So let's share the screen. Boy, if Kenya had this tea, it would have been so treacherous. Y'all know Kenya would not have spared that girl for 1 second if she had this one. This is terrible. This is really terrible. Okay. Y'all can see. All right. Let's go in a little bit closer. Now, y'all tell me what you see. It looks like I see the March 27 and it looks like 2024 to me, y'all. It looks like 2024 to me at 2:03 a.m. That looks like 2024. March 27, 2024 is what it looks like to me. And that's the name Michael Cunningham. That's the little red dude. $32. Transaction details. Payment complete. Received. David Cunningham from Michael Cunningham. From the Cash App balance. From cash balance. So it didn't come out the bank. He already had money on there. And the person replied with a brown heart. I'm done with the brown heart. I don't have time for this foolishness. I know goddamn what. Did this Negro reply with a brown heart? Now, is that one of them nasty codes? Is that a nasty code? Why did he reply with a brown heart? That's brown, ain't it? Hey. Lord help. Lord help. And this just from last year. Girl. Lord, that might be how he got her that deal on this show. Hey. Y'all, yeah, a brown heart. I don't even know what that means, but I don't have a good feeling. I feel like there's a lot of code talking going on here and everything. Bunny be laughing at me too much. Yes, a nasty code. Is that a nasty code? See, y'all picking on me. Black Smile say that mean come on in. That ain't no discount. That's what they be charging. I just told y'all what they told me when I got there to deliver food. On the regular nights, they only want $25 to be doing the nasty stuff, and it be $50 for the couple. If you use a couple, and then the same nights, they be around the same price. That's not far-fetched. That's correct. That's correct. That's what they be charging for real. He not lying. Every diva said a look on my face. They're doing this to me. Aries Diva. Sadly mistaken say brown heart. Is that one of them nasty codes? Yes, that's what I said. Is that one of them nasty codes? Y'all be picking on me. I'm gonna quit talking to y'all. Since when it tell you from cash balance on it say that. You know your mama send and receive a whole bunch of cash apps. It'll tell you that if you go down on there, whether it came from the bank or whether it came from a cash balance. Yes, ma'am, it does. Yes, it does. Hey, mood makers. But I just, I wish somebody could tell me what that brown heart is, because I don't know. I don't have no good feeling. Why I gotta be brown? You don't know? Because somebody need to tell me. Linez, I'm old too, and I don't know what that means. But it gave me a bad feeling. Like it means something. Like I don't need to just be looking at it thinking it's cool, and it might be something that ain't cool. Coco saying 2025 women need to get prepped. There's no shame in it. Protect yourselves. Yeah, the easiest way to protect yourself is just say no. Oh, the phrase chocolate drop hit different. Oh my God. Yeah, y'all misspell your cuss words. I don't know if somebody spelled it right, but please spell it wrong. So this is what's being said. I don't know how Britt Eady is gonna survive this. You know, like y'all say, you're way too sensitive for this type of stuff to be spilling. And this man say he was doing the bending, and multiple people was bending this man, and he done tasted the man, and man is the head hunter, and so is the girl. They apparently maybe they sang duets. You know, like Ashford and Simpson. Solid as a rock. I don't know. What I do know is I needed my pearls, and you know. And yeah, here we are. Here we are. This is where we've landed. Say the price about right. Some of them swingers pay monthly fees. Oh, that's is that when you dedicate it to the nasty? Hey, not I made the whole day. I'm just saying, like, whoo, Lord. Nobody shouldn't be that dedicated to being nasty. That's how Shannon Sharp got in trouble, trying to be nasty, and that girl recorded it and said, oh, I know I asked for the dog collar, but I didn't want the dog collar. Hey. Yep, they ask you how you want to send it, bank balance or cash. You can pick that, and when you send it, it do be on the receipt. Listen what I'm telling you, Linez, we together, sis. I don't understand what none of that means. DS, this is why you run that reflection corner, because you are dedicated to being in there. These people dedicated to being nasty, and you dedicated to reflecting on your crazy comments. This fool say Britt got job security. You skip your tail into that reflection corner. It's gonna be 27.4 seconds. That's your sentence. 27.4. You getting queasy again? Well, this is a good time to get queasy. You'll never look at a brown heart the same. And me neither. I wouldn't have never thought nothing of it. I would have thought it'd been like I'm black and I'm proud or something. I wouldn't have thought nothing nasty. But after the day that I've had, I don't trust anything. Mood Maker say Kenya was right. Why would you come on TV knowing you got all this here stuff? Right. Hold on. Because you can get your statement with your receipts. Let me see if I can get one of my old ones. Because it's really not hard to get. It's not. Hold on. Okay, here go one right here. I ain't gonna show nobody name. But you see right here where it say payment source. Hold on. Do I have to unbrighten the screen? Hold on. Let me dim the screen. Because he's not lying on them. This happened. That's legit. Can y'all see where it say payment source? Okay, let me just screenshot. It's under transaction details. And let me scratch out the person's name because, you know, gotta respect people, even though we getting the gossip straight. And that is important. I believe in getting the gossip straight. But let me go ahead and show proof, because they do show where you get the money from, whether it's cash balance or bank. Hold on. I thought if I dim the screen, it would just let me show y'all, but I guess it won't. I have to send the whole thing over. So I'm just finna send the whole thing over. Let me pull it up. Hold on. I'm still mad at job security. It may be an Android thing. Come to think of it, I don't know, because you know your mom ain't gonna use nothing but an Android. I don't understand them iPhones, and I don't want to learn. I don't learn well. I don't. I leave that for y'all smart people, and I'm not one of them. Let me get my fan. I'm about bad as Angela now. I got a hot flash. Hold on. All right. Okay. Hey, U.S. Army Brad, I just saw you. You done slid up and through here. Here you go. So let's share the screen. Sadly mistaken say, where them fans at? Child, with the lady with the hot flashes. Okay. You had to wear your neck fan at work today? I know what you mean, sis. It ain't no fun. Okay. Payment source, cash balance. So yeah, that's legit. He apparently he had his in the dark mode or whatever. So he didn't have the white background. He had the black background. I'll take a receipt any way I can get it. I'll take a receipt any way I can get it. What I will say, this is a bit much. This is a bit much. So I'm not sure how it's gonna play out. I don't know whether Britt Eady gonna start threatening to shoot more people or what she gonna do. But if she does plan to shoot some more folks, I would advise her maybe not announce it first, so they won't be ready for her. You know, announcing it that's a little crazy. It's a little crazy to be announcing who you're gonna shoot. So let's get on to somebody else. We got somebody else that we got to get to. And that's Kelli Ferrell. Now, Kelli, the other newbie on RHOA, apparently she got a snitching problem. Apparently she has a bit of a snitching problem. Y'all know Britt Eady supposed to been her friend, and now she done started snitching on her. And I'm gonna say this: I know a lot of y'all don't move like I move, and y'all feel like, you know, once they turn on somebody you like, that you're gonna y'all really be okay with that, and I'm not mad at it if that's how you feel. But I'm just gonna tell you I'm not that type of girl. I don't like that. If somebody's your friend and you switch out on them, just, you know, keep switching. Don't come back over this way, because I feel like just like you'll switch out on them, you will switch out on me. You absolutely will. And I'm just not interested in that type of stuff. I don't like people like that. When mad they come and you start telling all people business, just please stay away from me, because I already know at that point you're a very bad person, and just like you doing them, eventually you're going to do the same thing to me. Eventually you're going to do the same thing to me. So this one, I'm gonna let y'all hear what she said over there. Is this Bravo Bros or Bro Chat? I don't know who these people are, but it's a clip and we finna watch it. If they tell me to cut it later, then I just cut it. Okay, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like them kind of people. Like you gotta do a whole lot for me to start talking about any of your business. I mean, a whole lot. So let's share the screen. All right. Let's get past Tasha K and her messy tail, and let's get in here with these people.
Or a whip or anything like that.
All right. All right. So let's hear this turncoat heifer. I know y'all like Mary Wise and Pippin and Bilbo and Frodo and them from the Shire, but this Hobbit right here, she ain't good people. Now listen to what she got to say and what's going on while she talking with these guys, okay?
Did you know her to be someone who would carry a weapon or a whip or anything like that?
The wine's right there.
Guys, have I seen a weapon in her possession before? Yes.
Lock it here.
But I can't tell you that was towards someone. I mean, we're in Georgia. I carry a weapon. I am licensed to carry. I carry a weapon with me. For my safety, for my children. I own a business. You know, you have to protect yourself at all costs.
But you're being honest about it.
I have to get home. Yeah, I have to get home to my daughters.
She's saying that she isn't carrying a weapon and she doesn't own a weapon.
Let me just say this. I stand in my truth in regards to what I support and what I don't. I don't support gun violence.
Okay.
I don't support anything pertaining to harm of a woman or an individual, especially going through the things that I've been through in my life.
We can tell how genuine you are. I think that's why the audience were so responsive to you, because you do.
She ain't genuine worth a darn. She's not genuine worth a darn. So now let's talk about this thing. So they sitting up here, they hyping her up. Oh, we can tell you so genuine in this. She's not genuine, because how can she sit in Kenya's face and pretend like there was absolutely no threat and she didn't hear nothing about a pistol, but she absolutely heard it. Now I didn't think it was nothing toward Kenya. Now it's, well, I've seen her with one and I know she has one. And, you know, I'm just being honest because I support what I support and I don't support GUN violence. Girl, you were supporting it just fine until you and this girl fell out. So until y'all fell out, now you don't support gun violence. You supported it so good you was going behind the scenes trying to get Kenya fired. You was behind the scenes trying to get Kenya fired, knowing that your friend who carries a whole pistola was threatening that girl with the pistol. I'm just saying. Now, all of a sudden, you don't support gun violence because you done fell out with the girl. See, I don't like fake hookers. I don't. Hey, Candy Delight. So I've been spilling more tea today. You done graduated to tequila. Listen, I needed tequila after the first one. Black Smile says, see, the problem is these women were never friends. There you go. There you go. Now, you know what? Ashley say, Kelly and Britt remind me of Timon and Pumbaa. Girl, how about when I was in college, it was two girls who used to hang out in our dorm and fight for, and we used to call them Timon and Pumbaa. It was the same type of vibe. I know which one you say. I know which one that you think Britt is, too. I know which one Britt is, and I know which one Kelly is, and I'm not going to say it. Okay. That's right, Bridget Nicole. Yeah, Bubbles, please like this video. I'm just saying, I know which one is which. See, Amanda K talking about British Timon. See, I wasn't gonna say it. I'm still not gonna say it. You said that. I didn't say it. I might have thought it, but you said it, girl. I didn't say that. Don't y'all go back and say it. I said that about nobody. Let's hear her be phony again. Let's hear her be phony again, honey. Let's hear it one more time from the top, from the tippy. And then we're going to get into Kenya and what she said, because you know I got notes on everything came out her mouth too.
Did you know her to be someone who would carry a weapon or a whip or anything like that?
The wine's right there.
So
You guys, have I seen a weapon in her possession before? Yes.
Block it here.
But I can't tell you that was towards someone. I mean, we're in Georgia. I carry a weapon. I am licensed to carry. I carry a weapon with me. For my safety, for my children. I own a business. You know, you have to protect yourself at all costs.
But you're being honest about it.
I have to get home. Yeah, I have to get home to my daughters.
She's saying that she isn't carrying a weapon and she doesn't own a weapon.
Let me just say this. I stand in my truth in regards to what I support and what I don't. I don't support gun violence.
Okay.
I don't support anything pertaining to harm of a woman or an individual, especially going through the things that I've been through in my life.
We can tell how genuine you are. I think that's why the audience were so responsive to you, because you do give us very genuine responses.
How long did you know Britt before the season?
Ooh,
before the show.
So I've known Britt probably for at least like close to a year prior to the show. I didn't know Britt prior to some of her other past.
Right.
Did you know?
Now, y'all hear her, right? Y'all hear this nonsense that she's putting out, right? Are we all on the same page here? You were so down for her. You calling people Team Twirl, for just like speaking to Kenya, you going behind the scenes to the executives trying to get the girl fired, like your friend who you know to carry a weapon after she threatened her, and you know the girl actually carries a weapon. You've seen it in her possession. You watched her go on social media and lie through her toilet bowl porcelain and tell everybody that she don't have one, she ain't never had one, she don't carry one, she wouldn't threaten nobody, and you knew. Yes, even now she talking about I ain't know about her past. Girl. Yes, she is genuinely two-faced. Thank you, nephew. And what's crazy is when you look on social media, people are like, oh, I love Kelly. This is what lets me know a lot of the fans are sick in the head too. Not y'all, because everybody that come to the porch, y'all keep it real, and that's why we rock, right? But they sick in the head. They don't care how messed up a person is as long as they go against somebody they don't like. Right now, the crowd don't like Brit Eady. So if you go against Brit Eady, oh, she's great, I love her. Kelly is just as gross as Brit Eady. Everything except for, I'm sure that her and her husband, her husband's a big dude, so I'm pretty sure he wasn't bent over no balconies or nothing crazy like that. But I'm just saying. So she actually reminds me of DW from the cartoon my kids used to watch called Arthur. You know what? You brand new, so I ain't gonna send you to the reflection corner, but you think about that. You crazy. I like it though. You crazy. You really are crazy. So she do look like she got on a mask, so the two faces make sense. Yeah, she always look like she's wearing a mask. Like her face don't match the rest of her. I ain't gonna say too much, but it don't. And I don't know, I ain't gonna say too much because y'all know I told y'all I was having a dysmorphia day to day. I looked in the mirror and saw Peter Griffin. Now, who I see now? Who I see? It's like a little Peter Griffin and like a football, a really big football. Yeah, that's what my head looks like now. But Kelly face look like that all the time. And I don't think it's nothing, no dysmorphia. I think it just really just is like that. Anna said, and what does it mean? Which part? Which part does what mean? Britt and Kelly is Nicki Minaj and Lil Kim. I'm done. You're gonna stop. Matter of fact, you've been here long enough. I want you to take, let me see how many. Carry the one. 14 seconds in the reflection corner. 14 seconds. 14.1. Because you crazy. Real crazy. I like it, though. I like it. Too Adorable said they did more investigation than Bravo in less than 2 minutes. Bravo, we did an investigation. Lord, this Quiet Storm crazy. Talking about Timon cute, though. Okay. Black Smile said Kelly knew she heard what Bang Bang Eady said at the dinner. Bang Bang is crazy. Yes, that is what Bridget Nicole said. She called a girl an aardvark. Yeah, you don't need no friends like that. Yeah, how did I know DW somewhere like clenching the fist? Like how I get in it? Amanda K said, I don't have a problem with Kelly. It's just the fact that she made it seem like they were best friends, and I don't believe they were as close. She said she only knew the heifer for a year, so you couldn't have been besties. I just don't like phony people because it's giving phony. It's giving very phony. Oh, we gonna ride together till the wheels fall off. You going trying to get people fired for this girl. You calling people Team Twirl just for even speaking to Kenya. Like you was doing the absolute most. Y'all fall out. Now you telling all the business, you snitching on her that you seen her with the firearm and everything else. Thank you for the bubbles. Child, it's too much. Yes, it's giving performative. Black Smile say Kelly is giving very performative. Now she's against gun violence toward women. Like she didn't know that she had a violent ex that, according to her, was knocking her between the washer and dryer, and she having us to sleep in the bathroom and in closets and stuff, and all that. You knew all that when you were supporting this girl and covering for her and pretending you didn't hear what she said, helping her lie. Okay, B, you back? Not the struggle is real. Y'all ain't over there fighting no more, are you? Not Chucky and the bride of Chucky. Y'all crazy. Bravo don't kill Lexaline. They don't. Brandon said Kelli and Britt have too much filler and implantation. I'm waiting for them to float into outer space. Child. They might. And Aardvark is wicked. It is. It is so wicked. You gonna start saying Timon instead of Britt? I'm done. I'm done. Linnaeus, they talking about Kim now, not back when Kim was still cute. They talking about this version of Lil' Kim, and like it's spot on. That's why I couldn't do nothing but give her them 17 seconds or 14 seconds, however many seconds I gave her, because she was right. She was right. She looked like the new Lil' Kim. Like the height, the size, proportions, everything is giving the new Kim. Hey Aries, son, thank you for being 106. Using her head to save on electricity. Where the royal family emojis? Let me get them emojis out, because literally, I think it's legit time for the sniper rifles. I'm pulling them out. I'm pulling them out because y'all crazy. I'm pulling them out. I'm just gonna be real with you, because y'all are too much. Where is it? I'm just gonna I'm gonna run it up in the chat, because y'all are sniping bad tonight. Y'all are sniping bad tonight. Golly. Man, look. Y'all are wild tonight. If you got a crown, grab your rifles, because y'all sniping tonight. Even say you said knocking her between the washer and dryer. That's what she said. She said that man was knocking her between the washer and dryer. She's sleeping in closets and crying on bathroom floors. And then you supporting somebody threatening to shoot at somebody. Hey, Design and Style with Sandia. You say you hope Kenya and her lawyers taking notes. I hope so too, because we got a whole witness statement now. Hey, Peanut, look at this. Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you this? Didn't I say this about Kelli? Peanut, you see this? Read this. Didn't I say that? Mm-hmm. I said that. Oh, Lord. Y'all wild. Y'all are got doggone wild in here tonight. I can't. Listen. I'm tapping out on Kelli, because if I stay on Kelli too long, y'all gonna continue to roast this lady until her head match the rest of her body. I'm scared. So I'm gonna leave it. We're gonna move on to Kenya and her YouTube confessional video. Okay. And I'm not gonna play none of her stuff really, because I don't know whether she'll strike people, and we know Kenya, and I don't put it past her. So we going to the notebook, and you know what my notebook is stay ready. Stay ready. Quiet Storm, you remember I said that? I didn't even know I said that in public, but for real, it definitely, you know, that's it. It gives that. It gives that. Flavor Flav is not on that show. Shamia looks nothing like Flav, but Angela surely does look like LaToya. That part we know. That part we know. I'm just saying, I didn't say the overdeveloped part. Like, you know, sometimes my family put a little hot sauce on it. Oh my. Too adorable. They reporting on you. They say you need to go to the corner and reflect. I don't even know what you said. I'm finna get back up in here and see what you said. Too adorable. Oh, that's the overgrown little person. Oh Lord. See? That's why I said I'm gonna get off of, hey Brianna King, I'm gonna get off of Kelli Ferrell, because y'all are not easing up, and if we stay on that, y'all gonna just keep roasting this girl. Okay. Yo, Bridget Nicole is wild. You just got here and I know what you're talking about. You talking about that meme where 50 Cent was picking on Kim and he went and got the leprechaun? Not Antoinette, that's me. Angela not ugly. She just messed her nose up. Y'all crazy. Hey, Totally Tammy. You snuck some snacks in the corner. It's fine. Y'all, that's why I say the corner is not a deterrent. Y'all be in there throwing parties and catering snacks and stuff. Benjamin Button want his cheeks back. Kenya Moore. Notes. Okay. So we're going to go to Kenya Moore's confessional. All right. Okay. Family. I'm going to just leave it right there. I'm going to let everybody know you crazy because I know you crazy and you don't mind if I know, but we're going to let everybody know you crazy and maybe that'll help. Possibly. It's a thought, right? And somehow I believe you, the Bridget Nicole. I believe you. When you say your desk was outside the door weekly and when you was in school, I believe every syllable of what you just typed. I believe you. I believe you. Natasha, yeah, I got the notes. Because, see, your sisters is clowning tonight. They not letting up. They not letting up. You saw the rifles came out earlier. They sniping. Like, ooh, child, this is a tough crowd. Tough crowd. So let's get to Kenya's notes. So Kenya did her video, her confessionals, and overall, let me give you my overall before I get into the notes. Overall, I think that she had absolutely valid points. I can get the criticism from some people, and I can agree with the criticism I heard from some people that, oh, you know, she's playing victim or whatever. I also feel like that's an easy response to Kenya because Kenya's not the most likable person. And I absolutely want to be fair because if it were anybody other than Kenya, we would absolutely be fair. And I want to give her the same fairness we would give anybody else, whether we like her or not. Catherine Bennett said it sounded like fireworks from these rifles. It is. Sound like the 4th of July up in here. Just crack, just letting off. That's all right. This is our family. What you gonna do? So she started off talking about Portia's claims that one of the housewives gave her. Why am I so drowsy? Okay. She started off with the claims from Portia that one of the housewives gave her some of the naked information, right? Kenya said that is a lie. Okay. She said it was on various cornucopia sites. Now, what I did find out today from some of the people who went and dug up her stuff, that there is a cornucopia site. I don't know if I get the name wrong, please forgive me. They called it X Hamster or Hamster X. That's one of the sites that had her cornucopia material on it. Okay. And that after all this happened, she tried to scrub it, but people got screenshots from it and it was way too late. Okay. So they said one of the various cornucopia sites was a site called X Hamster or Hamster X. I hope I'm saying it right. I don't want to, insult anybody in the cornucopia community. The America got communities for everybody. So if you do cornucopia, God bless you. Hopefully you change your life one day, but I'm not trying to insult y'all if I got the name wrong. Okay. But that's one of the sites that they said her stuff was on, and Kenya said she got it from various sites, and the fact that people was able to find traces of her cornucopia that was on the Hamster X or X Hamster, something about a hamster and an X. Obviously, there's some truth to what Kenya is saying. What I will also say is words mean things. I believe that Portia pulled that out of thin air? No, I do not. I don't believe Portia pulled that out of thin air. What we know about Portia is when Portia tells a lie, when she's actually intentionally lying, she will take part of what's happening and twist it and add stuff and leave stuff out, right? I don't believe Portia was intentionally lying just from her, body language and what we've seen of her when she is lying. She was very excited to say it because you could tell she thought she knew something that she did not actually know, right? I think what happened was she may have known who told Kenya, oh, child, her stuff is right on XYZ 454XL. That's where it's at. I'm just calling out letters and numbers. But I feel like somebody actually told Kenya, hey, it ain't nothing but over there. And I believe, remember when Portia did hers, she said her and Kenya was talking night and day. But then when she, was talking to the people, like, ain't nobody check on me but Angela, I believe that she left Portia out because she knew she had repeated some stuff to Portia. I also believe, forgive me, y'all, I also believe, who just dropped the link on X to Adorable? Put it in my Discord so I can get it. I also believe Kenya might have told her, child, so-and-so told me her stuff is on this site or that site or the third site. That doesn't mean the person gave it to her, but it also don't mean that Portia need to be repeating everything she heard either. It could be a catch-22, but I believe something was said to Portia. That's why Portia was excited to repeat it, because she thought she knew something. You know how it is when you gossip, be like, oh, child, I know something about that. Let me tell you what I know about that, right? Too Adorable, I'm waiting patiently in Discord. Send it to me, girl. Send it to me, because I sure need it. Okay. Then she said investigators or everyone involved, everybody but Drew. So she is saying everybody on that cast were the quote unquote investigators. Everybody knew something about it, seen something about it before she put it out in that spa. I told y'all I knew Shamia knew something, because the minute the pictures of that girl face came up, Shamia went to looking crazy. Like she knew what was about to happen, because they had all been in on it. Not in on saying, hey, put it out, but they had all been sitting up talking about the girl and showing stuff. Okay. Wait a minute. Yeah, she is on the site, because sis just sent it to me and it's there. She's there. Y'all, I've been through a lot today. I don't feel no waste time, Lord. Oh my God. This is too much. Thank you, Too Adorable. I mean, thank you. I thought it was gonna be something. I don't know. I thought it was gonna be like a screenshot. Even say just because they knew about it don't mean Kenya resell. Should put it on poster boards. So I don't care what she getting at with that. Right. But I think what she was doing was just clearing up the fact that nobody, basically, she don't want to throw nobody under the bus with her. She taking it on the chin. I went and got it. I put it out. And to be honest, I can appreciate that, because with stuff being put out there like, oh, somebody on the cast gave it to her, that is low-key throwing somebody under the bus. Kenya don't do too much stand-up stuff. And I think that was very stand-up for her to be like, hey, first of all, everybody seen it. We was all looking at it together, everybody but Drew. And it was on the internet. Ain't nobody gave it to me. And I can low-key appreciate her doing that. Don't put nobody else in your mess, regardless of you like how they moved after the fact or not. Do not do that. Take it on the chin and keep it pushing, right? So then she went to talking about the Ming Lee story. So apparently it's like she started off clearing up everybody's narratives that they put out to try to put people in some stuff. Kenya literally, in my opinion, like the first 15, 20 minutes. Well, that's the whole point, Antoinette. Like, this is the part where I feel like people really, y'all got to get out of this I don't like her bag so we can't hear what's really going on. Because in reality, she spent, in my opinion, the first 10, 15 or so minutes clearing up that nobody was to be blamed for what she did but her. Like she literally, like she started with Portia stuff. She made it clear where she got it from. Ain't nobody gave me nothing. Ain't nobody to be trying to find out button, who's got the button. It was me. I got it. I put it on there. It was me. I can respect it. I wouldn't care who did it. I can respect it. She's saying it's her and she's not trying to put it on nobody else. When it got to the Ming Lee thing, she cleared up that too. Like, no, the Ming Lee story is a lie. And everything that she has is literally online. I do believe her that it is online. I just saw for myself, like you paid for a whole scrub-a-dub-dub, but honey, if you don't know all the sites that have your info, good luck with the scrubbing. That was money you wasted. Because I just saw your behind on the site with the link. These eyes, they ain't pretty like my daughters, but they work, I promise you. I just saw you on the site. Cornucopia 7. I ain't never even heard of that. That's like me hearing about the hamster thing. I'm like, what is the hamster thing? Like, what is, now there's a Cornucopia 7 and you're on there too. You didn't even scrub it. Y'all remember Ming Lee told her, as we speak, your stuff is still on the internet. Why you running around lying on me? Why you running around lying on me? Your stuff's still on the internet, dumb hoe. Catherine say that just shows Drew ain't got no friends since they didn't show her. Exactly. She ain't got no friend. Don't nobody like her. She ain't likable. I see people online trying to act like they like her because Portia don't like her. So because they mad at Portia about somebody else, man, let's all pretend to like Drew lying, funky, weird tail because we don't like Portia. I love my position in life because I don't like nobody. See how simple that makes things? Because then I can tell the truth about everybody. Because I don't like nobody. I ain't got no favorites. I don't like none of y'all. See? It works. So then she get to the fact that before she did it, now this is where I know that Kenya is not a normal person. Kenya said she engaged a local attorney before she did it to make sure that technically she wasn't breaking no state or federal laws. This is how I know that health ain't normal. This is how I know. Let me get my flask. Because I got to make it through this. She ain't normal. If you planning to do something that you know is so borderline that you got to engage a lawyer before you do it, God just don't do it. Because if you that close to the line, even if it's not criminal, you can still have other repercussions, which she found out. This is how I know you're not right in the head. You're not right in the head. She crazy. Say then they really better give Kenya her job, but she need to sue. She needed to sue them a long time ago, to be honest. But I just got to be for real. So I think she did. I think she called a lawyer after she did it because she said, "OMG, have I broken the law?" I don't know, but that's what I heard her say. I heard her say she called a lawyer. I just know she ain't got no sense. She ain't got no sense. Hey, Sadia says she did not say before. She said after they said it was, after they said it, that's when she said she called a lawyer, baby. Okay. Because I don't want to lie on nobody. I don't believe in that. I'm going to leave that for you, for the housewives and their weird fans. I don't believe in lying on nobody. Hold on. Let me make sure I heard her right. Hold on. Everybody deserves to be quoted correctly. Even Kenya. Regardless of what y'all think of it, the lady deserves to be quoted correctly. Hold on. Let's start from here and see.
Those were online on various porn sites, many porn sites. I don't watch porn. I'm not a porn expert. I don't enjoy it. I don't participate. I don't get anything from it. Okay. I would like to just rather see my own body in action, maybe in a mirror or something like that. But I'm not going to sit there and watch porn. The investigators and everyone involved, not including Drew Sidora, found those images, and they're still there. That brings me to Ming Lee. Someone said that Ming Lee was somehow involved because they know each other, and Ming said out of her own mouth that she has a lot of evidence of Britt Eady's past performances, gigs. Let me say this for the people in the back. We did not get any photos from any person. They came directly from a search online. The photos that were revealed are not considered revenge porn. I went so far as, oh my God, did I do something wrong? I don't know this lady. I don't know any of her ex-boyfriends. I don't know any of her ex-friends. I've never seen this lady before in my life. I want to make sure I didn't break any laws. So I engaged a local attorney who advised me about the federal law as well as the Georgia state law. I shared photos that were readily available online. I did not commit revenge porn. I shared a publicly available photo that was accessible online. If I showed Kim Kardashian's sex tape right now, is that revenge porn?
No.
It's not. And then while we're talking about that, I've already said it was wrong. I should not have done it at my salon, this beautiful salon that I worked so hard for, that I spent a lot of money on, that money that could have been spent in other areas, including supporting my...
Okay, so y'all heard them. So our nieces that popped in and told me I had that part wrong, they absolutely correct. She said after the fact, hey Gaby, thank you for being number 82, that she was like, have I done something wrong? That's when she engaged the attorney. So I thought I honestly thought she was saying she had called an attorney first. And I'm like, girl, if you crazy enough to know that this is up to the line, why would you even do it? But she did it and didn't think about it because it was already online. Now, what I'm going to say is this. I think it does qualify as some, maybe possibly some kind of harassment, but I can't say like the co-worker and all that because she was at her private event at her business and Britt didn't have to be there. I just think it was in poor taste and it was mean as hell. We can't call it revenge cornucopia. Not that I'm seeing it on the website. I just saw you on the website. So we can't say revenge cornucopia and all that or whatever, because girl, you on the website. You are there. We saw you there. Okay. I just looked at you there. Yeah, say it's not actual harassment at the most hostile work environment. And I still question that because it was at her salon and she didn't have to be there. So I still kind of question it, but definitely in poor taste. Thank you for being 116, Yvette. Thank you. So we got that part straightened out. Okay. So of course we heard her say she already copped to it being wrong. She shouldn't have did that at her salon or whatever, yada yada. Okay, cool beans, right? Then she addressed the old firearm joke in the closet with her best friend. And I'm glad she did. And the reason I'm glad she did is because I'm tired of people that's very slow. And I don't really know a nice way to say this, but it's a whole lot of slow people on the internet. And I don't know whether we need to do some kind of like cognitive evaluation before we turn on your data on your phone, or whether there should be Wi-Fi blocks on your phone to stop you from making comments on social media if you don't have an IQ of a certain level. But there was a whole lot of really slow people, like, well, she showed a firearm before, so that's the same thing. And I'm like, if you think that's the same thing, something tells me you probably ate lead paint chips. The fact remains, her making a joke with a friend in a closet with a firearm inside a case is not the same as a heated argument where you're irate, behaving in an unpredictable and aggressive manner while threatening to shoot a person. That is not the same thing. And I feel like nobody should have to explain that that's the same thing. Nobody should have to explain that joking with your bestie in a closet is not the same situation. Nor is it when you put into context that Phaedra had a whole taser for that girl on the couch at the reunion. Like, come on. Please stop it. It's not the same thing. And the fact that people are that slow in an effort to support bad behavior because it's against someone you don't like. I mean, I think it speaks a lot to intelligence, but I think it also speaks a lot to morals and character. If your character, your morals, your view of right and wrong changes based on who the assailant and who the victim is, that speaks more to you. And I think we can all say that with our full chest, because when it was Giselle Bryant, let me give y'all a case in point. Are you ready? Case in point. When Giselle Bryant pulled a Monique, beat up Candace and snatched her wig, shifted her wig, right? And I'm bringing security. We're against violence. She has to go. Monique set us back 50 years. Blase, boop, boop, boop. And then she turned around and Mia Thornton is attacking people. And what did Giselle Bryant say? Oh, I'm not saying nothing because I don't like Wendy. Every single one of you, not y'all in here, but social media, Negroes et al., said that's wrong. She nasty. So she don't stand for nothing. Oh, so because you don't like Wendy, it's okay for her to do it. And I encourage everybody to grab that same mirror and flip it into your face. So because you don't like Kenya, it's okay for her to do it. So it's cool when you do it. It's a problem when Giselle do it, right? Okay. As long as we're being clear, like if you being, hypocritical and you're okay with it, cool, then call a thing a thing. Yeah, I'm being a hypocrite because that's just the kind of person I am. Bet. But please don't come to me with the morality and the virtue signaling and you're giving just as scummy as Giselle Bryant. And that's kind of hard to do. But I saw quite a few people giving me pure Giselle scum. Pure Giselle scum. With, well, we don't like Kenya, so we're going to pretend like we don't know the difference and it's really okay if you do it to her because it's her. Like, that's not all right. Next, she talked about her first encounter with the newbies, and that's when she kind of let out. She was hoping to like be the anchor or like the mature person, and I'm a dang near OG. Girl, you showed up, season 4, season 5, you not no OG. Now, you've been around for a long time. You got a solid fan base. A lot of people like you. A whole lot more of us don't, girl. But that's what she was hoping to be. I'm going to be honest. I believe her because her energy when she first came on set, she was super friendly. Like, she was pleasant. She was complimenting people. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. Like, it was a huge difference. It was a wide, big difference in the normal Kenya that we get. So I believe her in that. That's what she intended to do. She said she did not understand what Britt was saying about the ring. And I tried to tell y'all that. Britt was the one up there. Everybody's getting divorced and there's 5 divorces and she counting divorces. And so she was just like, okay, I saw the ring, but I didn't see a band. So she's like, I'm seeing the ring. We talking about marriages and divorces. Are you saying you engaged? Are you saying you married? Oh, this is the second ring. Oh, okay, this is the second, your new husband, your second husband. She literally was just asking normal questions. And the girl like spazzed out. Now, we was in here last night and our girl, what was her name? Tad Bright, something from the UK, sweet girl. She had a point. For all we know, it could have been a situation like she gave Angela Oakley with just a basic question about that license that she lied about being, taken. Remember? She was like, they took your license for what cause? I started barking at her, right? What if this is a situation where her and that man ain't really married for real? It could be. Maybe they common law. Maybe they not really actually married. Maybe that's why she spazzed out and acted a fool because it ain't really her husband. Or it could have been like we was thinking. She was trying to pick a fight because she wanted a moment with Kenya. Or it could have been a little bit of both. It could have been a little bit of both now. If we're going to be honest, it could be a little bit of both. She got to the hug talk. And she was just like, I don't be hugging everybody. But she mentioned that she had hugged that girl over there at the Balmain thing, Belmont. I don't want to piss nobody off with that. But she had hugged her there, hugged her at the bank. Oh, you didn't hug me at Shamia's house. Then she hugged her at Belmont and called her Belmont Barbie. And then at the bank dinner, she hugged her in because she's aware that the girl is a weirdo. wait, you just patted me. It's not a real hug. Like, what the hell are you, the hug police? You freaking weirdo. So, you know, she was just like, the girl got bad energy. I'm going to kind of keep my distance or whatever. She was like, you know, she just kept complaining. Who goes around complaining about, I didn't get the same kind of hug as them? I'm inspecting hugs. See, when you hugged her, you gave her 2 pats and a swirl. And when you hugged me, you turned to the side and gave me a half a pat on my shoulder. And that means that my daddy's going to get prostate cancer in the 3rd month of next year. Like, what the hell is it with her and these hugs, man? And we saw her act weird with the hugs with Angela. That must be her way of like getting hyped up to act a fool with you. Because she said Angela hugged her. Was the hug real? No, it was cubic zirconia. It was lab created. Freaking weirdo. Not to suck it twice, twin. Oh my God. DS, get back in that corner. Every time you come out, we got to chase you back. Even say DS, go on and get where you need to be. Tell her. Crazy. Get on in there. Childhood trauma. Maybe her mother didn't hug her. She was too busy being a video vixen. Okay. Yep, complain about Angela's hug. If I was anybody else, I wouldn't hug her, and I'd tell her to her face. No, hell no, because everybody hug you. You complain about them, you attack them, you bark at them, and then you threaten to shoot them. And I am from Florida. I'll shoot back. So I wouldn't hug her. I wouldn't. She couldn't touch me. Don't put your hand on me. I don't even know if your hand's clean. Heard things about where you and your husband put your hands. Don't put your hands on me. Don't hug me. Don't even pass me a napkin. Don't pass me the salt. Don't do none of that. But so yeah. And so this is what Kenya's theory is. Kenya's theory, because it don't make it true, but this is what she think. And I'm gonna take her theory into consideration because you know she was somebody that would do production's dirty work. So she know what it looked like, right? And she said she think Britt made promises to production, like, oh, I'm gonna be the one to get Kenya. And then, you know, she was trying to make a moment. And I believe that's possible. That could have been something that her husband worked out in that deal. I'm not saying he did work out a deal, but if he did work out a deal, that could be what part of the deal was. Evie said, yeah, write your name on the cup. Please write your name on the cup. They out here singing duets in various microphones. Yeah, you write your name on the cup. Matter of fact, if I let her in my house, she would drink out the same cup every time. I would tell my children and everybody, you see that cup over there? Don't y'all drink out that cup. That cup ain't to be messed with. Don't you bring that cup out. Let's Britt come over here. If she bring her husband, it's a second one behind it. If she came to my house, she had the same cup every time. She'd be like, girl, I done visit you for 15 years and you always got the same cup. Sure do. Girl, sure do. Every time she came over there, it'd be the same goddamn cup. Nasty heifer. Head hunter Eady. And so anyway, and so she said by the time they got to that event over there in Bankhead, Angela's event, that it was 3 weeks into filming, and she said the girl really hadn't gave nothing, had been dull. She wasn't really no fashion girl, wasn't no labels. She said she was flailing. She said, and by then, you know, production gonna be like, hey, you need to pick it up, do something. And so she think that's why she was trying to hurry up and get a moment. And when Kenya didn't feed back into it, she got desperate and felt humiliated. And that's when the you know the boom talk started, right? She made the statement, why do reality TV if your past is shady? Fair play, fair question. Why do reality TV if you know your past is shady? What the hell are you doing that for? Especially if you know your husband been down there on nasty Houston, Texas, being bent over and stuff. What's wrong with you? New deal, new me. How you doing, baby? Say Blick Black Brit was acting like an old thug outside the gas station trying to get a hug. So scary and weird. I know that's right. Welcome, honey. Please come back again. Y'all welcome New Deal, New Me. I know I ain't seen you before, but I love you because you crazy. Now, what even Brandon up here talking about? Talking about because she rocked the mic. She say too many mics. See there? More microphones than Showtime at the Apollo. No Sandman. I need y'all to spam the chat with welcome. Okay. So next up, let me write my welcome in the chat too. Hold on. All right. You've been in the bushes. Well, this is our first time getting to talk to you, honey. Welcome. And make sure you subscribe and come back. Because I like how you play. So that happened, you know, the pow, all that. Why do reality TV? Then she gets to the addressing the underage picture claim. And I said, all right, let's get down to it. So she said that they had no receipts of nobody being underage. She said the fact that, so apparently she did have that picture from when the girl was 17, because she did specifically say 17. And she said that they couldn't come up with no underage stuff. She said 17 is the age of consent, which that may be technically true. And said that once they said 17 and they knew Kenya could say that's the age of consent, they switched it up to just saying, oh, she was underage. She was underage. And the first time we heard underage, I believe, was from Portia. And I'm like, Portia, that's messy. But okay, Kenya was messy for doing it. Portia, you messy for doing that. Like, don't help out. Don't help. Just sit there. So then she gets to, you know, people saying that she didn't take accountability. She never takes accountability. Now, this is where I was like, bushy. You know, I was sneezing. Bushy. You know, Kenya, you're not the queen of accountability, baby. You do a whole lot of deflecting. You will blame. It will be everybody's fault but yours. This is the closest I've seen Kenya come to really, you know, kind of sort of saying I shouldn't have did it the way I did it. But it's still not. Girl, this ain't genuine. But I'm not knocking it. Let me be for real. I'm not knocking it. Because how genuine do you need to be? This whole threatening to shoot you, and she ain't been sorry yet. Instead, she been gloating and bragging, and I got her off the show. So I can see you not being very sorry, but can you please let's not pretend you've always been the queen of accountability, because you have been the absolute opposite. Okay. Hold on, let me get our sister's comment. She said, I don't think Kenya did production dirty work. If she did, they would not turn on her. Kenya is a producer, so she understands the game and how it's played. I beg to differ. Her good friend Carlos King said that about her, and she never disputed it. Carlos said literally that Kenya was their go-to girl. Anything they wanted her to do to get a scene going, she would do it. And that was back in the days when Carlos was there. It would make sense that they would turn on her now, because the same producers that were there then are not there now. These are not the same producers. Now, she was their sweetheart back in the day. She is that is no longer the case. Those people are no longer there. And you have to bear in mind, when it comes to them clear folks, honey, it don't matter if you play the lapdog. The minute they no longer have a use for you, or the minute you talk up for yourself, they will immediately turn on you. If you don't know, let me be the one to tell you. Okay, that's just how that is. That's just how that is. Okay. The Bridget Nicole say, welcome to the spade table. That's exactly what it is, too. That's exactly what it is. I'm trying to work out a way to get us a spade game live. If y'all interested in doing that, let me know in the chat. Because if we can work it out, I'm going to do it. I wants to play. Okay? New Deal, New Me say, I couldn't stand Kenya her first 3 seasons. LOL. I think I liked her ever since she had Brooklyn. Once she had Brooklyn, I'll be honest, she was a lot more likable. I liked her in the scenes with her kid. And she would have moments where she was more likable after she had that baby. I can definitely agree to that. I'm with you on that. So she talks about when I was on Tamron Hall, I took accountability. You said the words. You said the words. And again, I'm being honest. I personally feel as though Britt Eady ain't owed no more than that. She ain't owed no more than that. I feel like Kenya owes an apology to the people who came to her spa opening or salon opening over Britt Eady. I personally don't feel like she owed Britt Eady no apology. You threatened to shoot me. Whatever I did to you, I did. Now I can apologize to the other people that I offended or insulted or made uncomfortable. But to her, I wouldn't offer her no apology. Now, to me, that would be the most genuine thing she could do. But, you know, she's not going to do that. She talked about the Kim Fields situation, how she treated Kim Fields, and she claims she's taking accountability for that. And her and Kim Fields have made peace, and Kim Fields has invited her to her show and whatever. I'm sure that has happened, because we watched over the years. People have made peace and made up. I don't know how it went because it wasn't televised, whatever. She said she took accountability with Phaedra, and Phaedra took accountability with her because they did things to each other that was both, you know, a little not so cool. She did a quick commercial for her hair care products. She said they're in CVS and Sally's, but different products are in different places. So I'm like, okay, that's something. I was glad to hear that. It was real random how it was thrown in there, but I guess maybe if she keep doing it, practice makes perfect. Hey, DT. And he's begging y'all to please hit that like button. Said when 7 years ago, or maybe it's not for me. Let me be quiet. So she did that. Then she talks about what she did do for the people who were saying she should have went to production, she should have gone to her higher up, she should have done this, she should have done that, right? Right. See, Black Smile, see where I'm coming from. That's it, and that's all. Britt ain't old a thing. She's old nothing. She's old less than nothing, actually. So she said, this is what she said. And if y'all recall, when everything first happened, I told y'all the energy that I was getting from Kenya was that she had gone to them people, because you know Kenya is like, she's the queen Karen. Like, Kenya not going to the manager is crazy. You know, Ken, you know good and well, if anybody is going to go to the manager, it's going to be Kenya Summermore. She's going to the manager, right? So she said that she did what she has been always known to do. She went to the people in charge. She said, Kenya said, she went to the producers and they edited out and told them what happened or whatever. She said that the statement, that's why I keep pistols for bees like you. She said they edited out that particular statement. The other statement was still in there. I saw somebody in the comments say they heard that statement on Peacock. I really need to go and see if they kept it on Peacock, but she said that one statement that they edited out, I guess because they didn't want it to be very clear that she was talking about Kenya. I believe her on that one. I believe that girl said just what she said. She said that the girl, it was a real ruckus out there. Said the girl was knocking things around, you know, and even Portia admitted they didn't show everything that happened, that it was a drawn out ruckus. Okay. She said that she immediately not only went to production, she said she immediately went to the showrunner and went to the production company that night. So she contacted them people the same night. And I think that makes sense why the producers would want to cover for Leatherface. Like, we brought her here, you know, she promised us a scene with Kenya. She was trying to get the moment with Kenya. We kind of ruffled her feathers to tell her to push for something tonight because nothing wasn't happening. And then when the girl went too far and didn't really know how to get it done, it would make sense that production would be like, yeah, let's let her do an apology tour. And then maybe she can get another shot at Kenya. No pun intended with the shot. This is where Kenya said she kind of admitted that she said had somebody she known had said that, and she felt like the person had something to lose. She could have took it as, okay, she didn't mean that, but she was like, I don't know her. She said had it been somebody like Drew or any of the other ladies that she knew had something to lose and wouldn't actually follow with a threat like that, she probably wouldn't have took it the way she took it. And I want to address that too, because I see a lot of people like, oh, she wasn't scared. And I don't know what part of the game is that. I don't think she mentioned that part, but we did hear the call. I don't know if we mentioned, I don't think she mentioned that part. But you don't have to be afraid for a threat to be a threat. If you threaten me, it's not mandatory that I'm afraid for your threat to be a criminal act. It's still a terroristic threat. You still made a terroristic threat. Whether I'm scared or not, you did it. That's like saying, well, I shot at you, but you know, the bullet didn't get you, so it doesn't count. Or I called in a bomb threat, but you know, the bomb didn't actually go off. Or, you know, I mean, yeah, I broke in your house, but I wasn't able to steal your TV. It was too big to get out the door. Like, that's how it sounds to me. That's how it sounds to me. Yeah, I mean, what she did was insane. We covered that, but we talking about what she said in her video. Let's get to what she said. So she said if it had been somebody that she knew that had something to lose, and then she was pretty sure they weren't going to do it, she wouldn't have took it the way she did. She then addresses Britt Eady's, I never had a gun Instagram lives, and I never mentioned pistols. I think that's, at this point, we have beat that dead horse all the way to a glue in Kentucky. We know for a fact that that was a lie. We know she has them. We know she's always bragged on having them. She's threatened people at gas stations, on Instagram, everything. We know she got them. Evie says, heavy on the, you don't even have to have a bomb, but if you threaten it, you're getting the charge. Exactly. Exactly. If it's a bomb threat, the bomb don't even have to exist. You're still going to jail, right? So then she talks about the Watch What Happens live with Andy, right? And them saying that it was an investigation. So she said that when they come to film, nobody checks their bags or cars when they're filming. I believe that. Now, 3 weeks after the fact, they're saying, oh, we did an investigation. And she had a valid point. How you going to do an investigation of a gun this woman had in her car 3 weeks ago when nobody checked bags or guns at the event? Like, how does that even work? Plus, her car wasn't even parked in the parking lot. Her husband actually was there, had drove off and had to come back to pick her up. So check what? Search what? What are you even saying? Thank you, Black Smile. And so she listed the definition of a terroristic threat, which I'm glad she did, because I think some people get it twisted. It's the same thing we see when it comes to Black women in healthcare. Oh, you saying you hurting? Ain't no way you hurting from that. Like, we can't be victims. We cannot be in pain. We cannot be anything. Like, oh, they threatened you, but you wasn't scared, so it don't count. Just shut up because you wasn't scared. No, the woman made a terroristic threat. So no, I can't just pretend that didn't happen. Then she points out that Britt would have been fired had she done this to any of the Clear ladies on any of the Clear ensemble cast. And I agree with her. And she pointed out, had she done that to Teresa Giudice or one of them chicks over there in OC, she would have been without a job immediately. And I agree. She would have. Then this is where Kenya had me looking at her crazy. Not because I did not believe her, but because she crazy. So what she said was, she did what she did as a deterrent. She said, hey, Darren Hood, how you doing, cuz? She said she took it as far as she took it to let her know that I got more stuff on you and it could go further if you keep coming after me and threatening me and stuff. I'm ashamed to say that on some level, I understand what she was trying to say and what she was doing. I'm not ashamed to say this. I'm going to be real and transparent. I'm going to say on some level, I can be the same way. Not that way, but I can be the same way. If you do something to me that you're not supposed to do, if the regular channels refuse to do their job and make you stop, I will do something to you that is so terrible that before you say my name again, you'll say 20 prayers, 4 Hail Marys. You're going to fast for 7 days, dry fasting. You're going to sit in a hallway by yourself in the dark, sensory deprivation, and meditate first. You're not just going to come at me like that. You're not going to be comfortable doing it because I'm going to make your life a living hell. You're going to hate everything about your existence. Since they won't stop you, I know how to stop you. So I get where she was. I get where she was. I just feel like she didn't have to do that. I can even go back and say, okay, it's not revenge cornucopia because it is online. I literally was able to just easily look on the Cornucopia 7 site and there's Brit Eady live in living color, right? So it's not revenge cornucopia. Could it be harassment? Oh, well, it could be harassment, but is harassment worse than gun threats? The world may never know, but I get where she was coming from. Right. So this is okay. So basically she's quoting Kendrick Lamar. What she got from it is, if you take it down, I'm taking it further. And it's something you don't want to do. I just, clearly that's what she was giving. Like, girl, this is the light SWAT. And if you keep bothering with me, I'm going to SWAT you heavy. And that's what I'm getting from what she said. And it was her way of a deterrent. I'm gonna end everything about your hopes and dreams so that you know never to bother me again in your life. right? Lynette say Kenya needs therapy, not a job. Maybe so. She might need Jesus. You never know. I'm just gonna say I'm not gonna judge her for that way of thinking, because I'm an honest person and I know that on some levels I have been that way. I can still be that way. I'm just being honest. I don't know that I would have grabbed the girls' nasty cornucopia videos, pictures at all and put them on poster boards, because that's just like, that's like the corny arts and crafts versions of me. That's what that would be. I'm not that corny. And you know, I've been saying for years, I feel like Kenya's corny. And I think this time her corny clashed with her wanting to swat this heifer, and it just went horribly wrong. I told y'all from the gate what I'd have done. That first poster board with all of her faces, it would have been all outside in the yard. I would have had staff wearing t-shirts with all of her faces on it. And I simply would have said, none of these hoes is welcome. That's all. I feel like that would have been enough to let her know, girl, I got your whole tea. I got your whole tea. Your whole tea. I might have hired a songwriter to write a whole song about how nasty you are. But Kenya is corny, and this time the corny, just like the corny mixed with her frustration, it went wrong. It went so wrong. DT say, right, I got the same vibe from Kenya on this. I'm giving you the energy you started. Yeah, but it was more than that. It was what you started, but I'm going to swat you real bad. I'm going to humiliate the piss out of you to let you know it can be worse. That's what it was, because she still got more stuff on that girl that she didn't show. Antoinette said, okay, we all know Kenya is a payback specialist, but she's not a specialist though. She is consistent. She's consistently somebody who wants payback, but she's not good at it. Remember that corny crap with the cookie lady? Kenya's not good at payback. She's going to always try to get payback, but she's not good at it. Like, she's really whack at it. Y'all are the ones, not you personally, but y'all are the ones, the fans that hyped Kenya up over the years, telling her, oh, she's a shade assassin. Oh, she's witty. Oh, Kenya gonna get you. Kenya is a cornball. Kenya has always been a cornball, and she's not smart. But y'all hype this girl up to where she really thinks she's that girl. And so she was like, I know what to do. When really you should have called a girl like me. I could have told you how to torture that hoe for 40 days and 40 nights. Britt Eady would have been somewhere trying to get somebody to soften that leather on her face when I got through with her. I'd have turned her every which way but loose. I'd have found every girl that ever was in a nasty picture with her, every man that was ever in a nasty picture with her. I'd have invited them to every cast party we had. I'd have threw parties just to invite them people. DS says she'd have had stamps made. Kenya's just not smart. She's not. Like, I get what she was trying to do. Yeah, the many faces of Edie. Girl, please. I'd have had candy apples made with all them faces on it. I'd have had sun visors and baseball caps made with all them faces on it. Baby, she'd have hated the day she ever saw me. She'd have hated the day she ever saw me. New Deal New Me say Kenya did psychological damage instead of physical damage. But you can do psychological damage and not harm yourself in the process. That's why I'm saying Kenya's not smart, and she never has been. And I've been telling y'all that for years, but don't nobody listen to me. One tall girl said Kenya could have linked the sites with the info. Hello? All type of stuff. There's so many ways. Ain't that what Tony Braxton say? How many ways? I gave her hell. Yeah, she let her emotions get the best of her. I'd have been cool, calm, cracking jokes and roasting her life. She'd have begged Andy Corn Production and Jesus to get me off of her. Yes, girl, 40 days and 40 nights. Like she was tempted in the wilderness. That's what she'd have went through fooling with me. Candy apples, sis. Candy apples. I'd have had one of them little heart-shaped Lambeth cakes made and put the pictures all the way around the outside of the heart cake and had it delivered to her house. DT say I would have had Candy and Todd do a whole performance talking about her faces. You silly. I'm just saying Kenya's not smart, and this time it did not work out for her, and I'm sorry that happened. because everybody need their check, and I love to see sisters work, and I don't like to see no sister out of work. But you know, she just wasn't smart. So anyway, they asked her about Cynthia. She was like, child, I'm not addressing Cynthia. I don't have nothing to say about Cynthia. And I'm glad. That was a good move. Don't give Cynthia no energy, because Cynthia out here playing dumb, like virtue signaling. Well, that's my friend, and I just expected better. And what's wrong with telling your friend? And it, girl, ain't nothing wrong with telling your friend nothing. You know why that girl ain't digging you. You doing the dirty work of the network. You doing a whole press tour to go to anybody who wants to sit you down to talk about how bad Kenya is. I would say you're not my friend either. You're not. So I'm glad she didn't say nothing about Cynthia. Because for what? Cynthia full of crap. All she gonna do is play dumb and act like she don't know what she doing to you. Because that's the kind of person she is. Remember when she was still mic'd up? Like, I'm just gonna pretend I didn't know she was coming. And that's what she doing now. She just gonna pretend like she don't know what she doing. I also would have set up a party where we take her online scam. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'd have sure set up a class. Yeah, I'd have rented me a nice little spot. Like, child, we got a special event. We're going to do this little thing. Like, it's a project for all us to do together. We're going to all pay for this class together from Brit Eady, the scam class. Yeah, Cynthia wants a job, and she's a turncoat, and she always has been, and it's not new. Ben told y'all about Cynthia. Y'all know. Say it with me. I don't like her either. I don't like nobody. T. Monique, thank you for being 131. Okay, Cynthia get on my nerves. I can't stand her. I really can't take her. So anyway, she refused to address Cynthia. They asked her about her money. She was like, I'm sure I get paid way more than them new girls, and I'm sure she do. They asked her about the reunion. She said they invited her and then uninvited her. And she said she felt disrespected, that they wanted her to take this girl's apology, but they didn't even offer her an opportunity to apologize. So they didn't offer her an apology tour. And I feel like that's what you should have done. If I can threaten to shoot you and do an apology tour, then I can show your cornucopia that's already online. I should be able to have an apology tour too. So it's basically like somebody can threaten to take your life, and you better accept the apology, or we're going to give you a nasty edit. But she shouldn't have to worry about accepting your apology. You just worry about accepting hers. I mean, again, that's that Aquarius stuff. We like justice. So it's like, if you do something to us, like, you usually are going to get it back in 5 to 7 business years. That's just what that is. Because you can't expect me to forgive you, but you don't have nothing to forgive. If I got something to forgive, you're going to have something to forgive too. And then I'm going to do something that's so terrible that I'll wait and forgive you after you forgive me. But Kenya just wasn't smart. She had the spirit of the aqua, but she didn't have the brain of the aqua. Like, she's just slow. Okay, T. Monique, you better tell them. You're not going to do something to me, and then everybody like, well, why can't you just forgive them? No, unless you want me to give them something to forgive me for. Now, if you want me to give them something to forgive me for, then we can talk about me forgiving you right after you forgive me. Call me. Just like that. So she was talking about the different things that happened, that Kim got a confessional after all the stuff she did. And if y'all remember, put a 1 in the chat if y'all remember Kim's husband bringing a boom shakalaka, a pow pow up there to the place where the people was, right? She said Kim got a confessional even after the racial comments and everything. Say she got a confessional, and they gave her a spinoff in a new show. She said the New Jersey girls done showed cornucopia before and done bust people in the head with glasses. They still there. She said on Vanderpump Rules, which I never watched VPR. Yes, she did. She absolutely showed her tail. And baby, she got a confessional, a reunion, and a spinoff after doing so. And that's with her husband. And all of them saying the N word, calling people nigglets and everything else, and bringing firearms. And baby, they got confessionals and spinoffs. Right, Antoinette. Clear. Then she said on Vanderpump Rules, say they had real revenge cornucopia, not stuff off the internet. Real, I don't know, because y'all don't know. Y'all know I don't watch none with Lisa Vanderpump because I don't like her. But I did remember hearing something about them having real, actual revenge cornucopia. And she said that they wasn't treated like they treating her. And I'm like, well, you know, Paul Mooney said y'all was gonna get y'all wake up calls, so wake up, girl. They asked her about, you know, why she don't advertise her spa more or whatever. She said because basically she don't have a team. She realized that Candy has a team or whatever, but she don't have a team. And she talked about all the money she done put in it. And the part that the landlord supposed to get back, which is only like $80,000, she got to argue with the man to get her money back. And she just didn't want to put more money into paying for marketing. She rather just, you know, play it how it is. That is a downfall of us folks. We will try to pinch pennies when we shouldn't, and it always costs you. I do think she needs to put some money into marketing and sit down with people who know what they're doing. She really has the opportunity to get her money back and make good money. And I really want to see that sister get her bread. I really want to see her get her money back. So she says she's been open for about a year to a year and a half. She claims that her customers that come, like 85% of them are repeat people. The people that come, they, you know, they do come back, 85% of them. She said that people on social media that don't like her or whatever started going to her page online and giving her bad reviews. She said she went from I think she said a 4.9 to a 4.4 on Google from people who had never even been to her shop. They were just doing stuff trying to tear up her business. And it was talking about the people that, oh yeah, her place is closed. It's closed. You can't get in. It's closed. I feel like if you don't know how to get in touch with them, that's one thing. If you're not trying to get services, it don't matter if you know how to get in touch with them. That's number one. Number two, don't put it out there that lady business closed and she trying to work and make her money back. She showed where she was in there washing people hair herself. Like if she's short, she'll go do a deep conditioner. She'll step in and make sure that, you know, the people that do come, they get good service, so they will come back. So I was glad to see that. Say she's working on some new projects and some projects with her baby. And like she don't like to really talk about stuff until it's all the way you know, about to be released or whatever. And so, you know, that's that on that. And she say, I'm not even there. And they still use her taglines, Brit Eady. And then say they still coming from her and she's not even there. So and she's right. She's right. Brit Eady has made Kenya her whole personality, and Kenya gone. You bragging about Kenya gone, but you acting like she's your whole personality. And I say, that was, you'll think twice before you mess with me again. So, yeah, that's what it gave, but she went too far and she wasn't savvy the way she did it at all. Jocelyn, hey girl, said she looked beautiful in her convenience. She did in her confessional. She did look really pretty. She did. She looked really, really pretty. Amanda said, I wish people wouldn't do that because that's money come out of her pocket. Yeah, I don't understand why they do that. Like, why you got to take the lady business? Now, if you're reporting something and, you know, it's closed for real, then whatever. But if the lady say it's open and she still got people coming in there, you don't need to try to discredit or whatever. If you don't know her hours, it don't matter because you're not going there for services. If you actually want services, I'm sure there's a way for you to get in touch with the lady or whatever. But if you're not actually trying to get services, I'm going to be honest, no name, no blame. I don't know why anybody would be that dedicated in trying to badmouth somebody's business or convince people the lady closed. Leave that woman alone with that. She got to get her money, especially if she ain't did nothing to you personally. And I look at stuff like that. Like people will look and be like, oh, Kenya did too much or whatever. And I'm like, okay, she did too much. But what about the, you know, fans, people that don't even know her, never spoke to that woman, but you doing all this stuff to try to tear up her business because you just don't like her on TV. It's just weird. It's weird. I don't like her, but I could never do all that. Black Emmy say, can she get in trouble for washing hair and stuff? No, there's no law that says your shampoo girl has to have a license. Like salons have shampoo girls all the time. They can be the same girl that answer the phone. Darren Hood say, Nene Ben said that there's another side of Cynthia. Yep, she did, but nobody believed Cynthia. No, I mean, nobody believed Nene because you know how people go. When it's popular to dislike somebody, whatever other people say, you're going to believe it. And whatever they say, you're going to claim it's a lie or pretend you didn't hear it. Like people doing when it comes to Drew and Portia. This whole situation, Ashley got her crown back. Okay, girl, I see you. But like this whole Drew and Portia situation, people online literally going up for Drew like, oh, Portia's dragging it. You followed me on my birthday trip. I don't have to talk to you. What y'all want her to do? Drew is a weirdo. She literally went to go film in Dennis's bar when he wasn't even there and called on FaceTime to make sure everybody seen her calling him on FaceTime before you went to crash her birthday party. You're a weirdo. And every people are online like, oh, Portia's so wrong for this. Portia being mean. For you crashing my birthday trip, or is it drugs? Is it brain damage? Is it inbreeding? Like, what is it? The whole like Bravo fan culture is weird. It's weird because just because you don't like somebody, it doesn't mean that everything they do is wrong. And just because you do like somebody, it does not mean everything they do is right. DT said, yes, Seanitra, it was the Scandal affair between Rachel and her secret ex Tom and co-star Ariana because they distributed revenge cornucopia, but Tom is community peen like every other guy on that show. Oh, and what did they do to them? Antoinette said, I just wish Kenya would only wear her own hair since she's selling products. Why? Why does she need to only wear her hair? That's not realistic. We're Black women. We add stuff to our hair. We add things to ourselves. We add all kind of fixtures to ourselves. Hair care is about making sure you have healthy hair. It's not about only wearing your hair. That doesn't make sense. Like, nothing against you, but that doesn't make sense. Black women are allowed to adorn themselves however they adorn themselves. And if she's selling products that she claims makes her hair healthy or manageable or not have breakage or strong edges, then if it's legit and it works, then it's legit and it works. And I see people say that they like her products. I would not use them. Okay, I'm not going to use them. I'm going to stick to my sacred. I showed y'all what I use. And it does really good with my little thin hair. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to stick with what works. But I don't know. I just can't get with it. DT said, I still can't get over Drew's lyrics about wigs and something. Oh, yeah, I can't breathe. I got to weave. Like, girl, bye. Evie said Drew is disgusting and a weirdo. Yeah, with her roaches in her house. Need to call the exterminator. You need to clean your house, nasty. New Deal, New Me said, do you think I'm wrong for thinking Portia and Drew are really similar? I don't think you're wrong. You see what you see. I don't see it. I don't, because I've never seen Portia act creepy and stalky with anybody. I've never seen her do that. And this is the second time we've seen Drew do it. We ain't never seen Portia do a lot of the stuff Drew do. We ain't never seen Portia walk around looking a mess with chia pets on her head. Like, it's a lot of stuff we ain't never seen her do. Plus, Portia is like an active, successful, fairly successful gold digger. Like, she can find millionaires like the rest of us find, good bags of yellow onions. Drew don't seem to have that superpower. Like, there's a lot of differences. Like, a lot of differences. A lot. Lexi Lean say nothing. They did nothing to him. They did nothing to him over there on VPR? Oh, wow. And say Beyonce did it too and sold out. Oh yeah, because the products are good. Did you not see? I keep sacred in my hair. Keep the sacred in my hair. I don't have no breakage, honey. I can go through here. You're not gonna find no hair in my hands. It's healthy. It's good. Only thing other than sacred I use is that Royal Crown, which I showed y'all. And they did it in the show. Wow. My sweet say a CC can do a content creator do that every chance she can, and she lies to shop. Oh, that's not nice. You don't know whether them people are appointment only or what they doing. That's not nice. I hate to hear that somebody's doing that. Well, Drew, the one that put that on TV, you got to call the exterminator. Like, girl, if you don't get some bleach and clean your nasty house, what the hell wrong with you? Yeah. They said it's unsealed. I got to find somebody with it or try to get on Pacer and see if we can find it. The Bridget Nicole says somebody gonna roundhouse Drew one day. She's the originator of throwing rocks and hiding her hands. She is. She's just such a creepy little creep. Creepy McCreeperstein. Portia doesn't get her wigs from PetSmart. All of them do that. But I mean, like literally all of them do that. Every one of them has done it at some point. That part, I don't know. I don't think that's enough to make them similar. Like Drew is just a creep. DC said, I love how multi-talented your daddy Ralph is on the podcast and PM. Girl, DT, who the hell watching Ralph podcast other than you? Yeah, she found them like we find yellow onions down to the Wally World. Hey, Anna. She says, I'm back. I agree with you. Why should some people keep going over to her shop knowing they don't have any intention of getting their hair done? Right. Like, what are you doing? Like, are you okay? Bianca said the men in New Jersey passed around a phone with one of the ladies' nudes, X tape, and they didn't get in trouble, not one bit. I remember something like that. DS is so bad. Yes, I had to tuck my lips in because what do you say? I don't know what to say. That's right, Black Emmys, tell her. You say Latoya's backstory is a lot more interesting. Yeah, bring her back so Drew can make up stories about Prophet Lot again. Prophet Lot. And messing up my baby's blessing, my baby's christening or dedication or whatever the hell she said. You sleeping with Prophet Lot, only for you to end up sleeping with Ty. That's why they should have had Ming on the show. Because Ming go with Ty. Drew was going with Ming. Then you got all this mess with Britt Eady being insecure about her. That would have been a hell of a show. A hell of a. So that's what's going on, y'all. Let me do a real quick sweep online to make sure that we ain't miss no mess while we in here talking. Bunny, what you say? You say a faking non-existent hair salon appointment is weirdo behavior. Very creepy, very stalker, very I have no life type ish. It really is. It really is. And nobody should do it. I mean, that's nice. I like to see young girls with, you know, parents that got coins. That's cute. Let's make sure we ain't miss nothing, y'all. Oh, child, please. Okay, so we got one more thing. Y'all got a minute? Do y'all have a minute? I hope y'all got a minute. So apparently, we got two rabbit Wolverines that want to go back and forth. And by the two rabbit Wolverines, I mean Krishan's sister, Taseki, Tasiki, to what the hecky, and Shields. I'm tired, but I'm gonna go ahead and let this play out because I'm over it. I'm over it. So if y'all recall, it was something that was made. This has been like months back. People saying that Taseki could beat up Clarissa because she be fighting them little ghetto girls on the Zeus Network. Clarissa was like, that girl cannot fight me. Stop boosting her head up. I am a professional boxer, whatever. The girl to loser went on Jason Lee, also on the Zeus Network. I do believe in, I don't know what she said, but they done got Clarissa Shields going, and now she done said something. If she get in that ring, I hope Sounder beat the hell out of her. She can't do nothing with Clarissa Shields, and everybody know it. Everybody know it. First of all, I don't like that girl. I don't know why y'all like her, and don't come get me, because y'all know for a fact I don't like nobody. But her, I really don't like. I believe everything Krishan said about her. I think she's a disgusting human being, and I believe that she's where she is simply because she's her little sister, and so she took advantage of the fact that the public was not liking her sister, turned on her sister because it worked at the time, so she could get a little bit of popularity. And all you landed was on the Zeus network. And hopefully you don't land yourself in the ring with Clarissa Shields, because that girl is going to beat you half to death if you get in that ring with her. You are not a professional boxer, and I don't think it's the smart. Anna, you say you don't like her. You don't care for her either. I don't like her. I don't like her. Now, while I'm not a fan of Krishan, I guess I see that child as like, okay, she need prayer. So, I don't want to hear about her because she get on my nerves. But it's not all the way to, I just don't like you. Like, I could pray for you. And, maybe the Lord can do something with that child, because she's so messed up. Like, she want to do right, but every time she want to do right, wrong just seem to be calling her name with a megaphone. I don't know. I'm not interested. That's one of them children you leave in the Lord's hands and just pray that they don't come around your house till they get delivered or something. But let me share this screen. We finna go ahead and deal with it. We finna go and deal with it, because it's like every time I look on to try to make sure I'm not missing nothing, I gotta see to Goofy on my freaking internet, and I'm really tired of seeing her. I really don't like her. Like, I really, really don't like her. Yeah, Clarissa will destroy her. Little Flint. That gal is out of Flint, Michigan. Shaped like a hard man. Drinking water with lead and uranium in it and plutonium. Her eyes is cocked like 17 pistols in formation. You can't even sneak up on Clarissa. Her eyes is panorama. They shooting all across the ring all at the same time. So let's go ahead and hear what these heifers saying and get this over with. Because I'm at this point, I'm tired of both of them. Clarissa get on my nerves too. Little Miss, don't nobody dislike me but dark-skinned girls. When she said that, I was really done with her. So let's go ahead and hear what these ignorant heifers then had to say so we can move on. Okay? Yeah, Bunny Flint with the water. That's where she from. She from Flint with the water. Anybody water and keep living and turn around and get knocked all upside her head and she don't even feel it. Her eyes wrap around the whole ring at the same time. You can't do nothing with that girl. She don't drink. She don't smoke. She healthy and hard as granite. Everything about that girl hard. You won't act like that. You's a halfway decent looking girl from Baltimore. You just a little ghetto fighter. You get in the ring with that girl looking like she looking, she gonna beat you half to death. She gonna beat that cheap wig off your head and beat some decency into you. Y'all let's listen at these ignorant heifers. Come on.
I fight to seek your Ivy. One thing about me, you'll fight me, but I'm gonna train the same way you gonna train. I will beat the fuck out of her. Cause what she got so amped up off of is from drugs and alcohol. Like, no training. This is just natural. Bitch, you train every day. Let me do your training you doing, and let me not be off that weed and poppers. Bitch, I'm the motherfucking champion around this bitch. I liked her from what I seen. Like, oh, she a champion. She got hands. She come from shit. Motherfuckers that she came up with. Like, I felt for her. But the fact that she will come for a bitch that's just like her.
Off of social media. Suck your dick.
Suck my dick.
Okay, so she thinks she can train a little bit and she gonna be ready to fight with Clarissa. Baby, let me hold your hand when I say this. To Seki, to Goofy, baby, you a young girl and your face just as fat as mine. I want you to let that sink in, baby. You not ready to do nothing with Sounder. Now let's listen to what Sounder had to say. Hold on. Y'all know that's what I call Clarissa.
And people ask me, do I think I can beat her in a fight? I said, do I think or do I know? She needs to be checking her fans and not checking me or trying to clock my tea, talking about some she used to like me. Girl, you never came to a fight. You never said congrats on the motherfucking world championship. You never mentioned me in a good light. So no, you did not ever like me, and that doesn't matter to me. But to sit here and say you can whoop some ass and you out here popping pills and doing everything you're doing, you're not gonna whoop nobody ass. You need to go to rehab and get that shit out your system. You need help. Your friends need to help you. If I was out here popping pills, my friends would take me to the motherfucking rehab. They'd tie my black ass up, and walk me straight in that motherfucker and say, hey, don't let her out till she's clean. There you go. There you go. Krishan's sister. And people ask me, do I think I can beat her in a fight? There you go. That's what you need. You need rehab. You don't need to be talking about fighting no motherfucking body. You need to wrap it up. You need to quit fighting. You know, I know you knocking out girls' teeth and shit like that on a little show or whatever. Hey, good for you. I am not them. I promise you I'm not them. So take that shit on somewhere else. Go on now. Cause I'm
Look at her hands. Let me tell you something. And this go for all y'all little cute women in here. Let me help y'all out. Let me help y'all out. Number one, rehab couldn't hurt, but you're right. Rehab would definitely not hurt. But let me be this very, 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 very honest and genuine and loving and kind as an elder to you pretty girls in here. When a girl look like Clarissa Shields and she from Flint and she been drinking contaminated water and she fight like a man and built like one and her hands look like they hard as number 10 sandpaper and you sitting over there halfway want to be cutesy but you done ate through the fine. Your dimples is 10 miles deep because you done put so much meat and fluff on your goddamn face. You know you sitting up drinking and smoking reefer and taking poppers, getting high as giraffe's esophagus. You don't go trying to fight with this girl, baby. She ain't got nothing to lose. And you do. You know you's a halfway cute little girl. You better stay your behind away from Lil Flint. You better stay your tail away from Lil Flint. See, this is what happened when y'all get on social media and hype these people up. This girl think because she can go in there with all that bad cardio, them back titties and side titties, your fluffy face and your double chin, because you could get high and fight a bunch of hood rats that their whole life they've been eating ramen noodles. They was raised on a ramen noodle diet. They ain't never had a piece of stricker lean cornbread, fat back, hog maws, nothing. They done lived their whole life drinking them little tugs of red juice, hot sausages, and goddamn oodles and noodles. That's who you fighting. You ain't got into it with nobody that's rock solid. Not nobody. Like, let's be all the way for real. You ain't got into it with no real girls. Don't do that. Don't do that. So now you talking about let me train like you train and I'll knock. You can't do nothing with her. What you doing is hoping that somebody will set up a fight so you can get some quick money after that girl beat the crap out you. Now, while I would love to see somebody go on and beat your little tail because you run your mouth too much, you evil as hell, you nasty, you turned on your own baby sister, you wanted to fight her because she told about the fact that you was molesting her when she was a little kid, and you did it. And you did it because your other sister and your nephew said it too. You did it with your little nasty self. You did it. And they done hyped you up. So I would love for somebody to go on and beat the hell out you because you sickening, you nasty, you evil, and you no good. You's a useless sack of skin. You's a worthless hoe. If I ever seen one, you are a worthless whore. Now, I may not like Clarissa all the time because I ain't like her comment, oh, it's only the light-skinned girls say I look bad. No, baby, you look bad because you buy bad clothes. It ain't got nothing to do with your complexion. But Clarissa is absolutely right. You sitting up here using more dope than CVS, Walgreens, and Eckerd drugs and Rexall put together. Right now, somebody could push you in a house fire, get the whole city high. The whole doggone city. You sitting up there talking to Jason Lee, tweaking as we speak, rocking back and forth and bucking and digging at that plastic wig sitting on top of your head. You look crazy. At least your little sister that you sitting up trying to bully got sense enough to try to make it to Jesus. She keep backsliding because she a little slow, but you ain't even trying to make it to the cross. with your worthless self. You's a worthless, useless hooker. You molested your baby sister and you wasn't even woman enough to say, sis, I was messed up when that happened and I'm sorry and I love you. Instead, you wanted her to put her baby down so you could attack her to make her shut up. What you need to do, Baltimore, carry your behind down there to Florida and pop off at some of them real girls. That's what you do. Pop off at some of them girls that didn't grow up on oodles or noodles and red hot sausages and fruit juice. And let's see if you could do some of that same stuff you could do with them little Section 8 hoes from up north. Like, let's keep it all the way real. I give Baltimore your props, but you ain't no Southern girl. You not homegrown. You ain't grits. You ain't one of them girls raised in the South. You ain't Ford tough. You not. You out of breath rocking back and forth on that couch. I hope Clarissa catch you in a Walmart parking lot and stomp the goofy at you. Let Lil Flint keep talking. And Krishan do keep backsliding because she's slow. She want to do right. She ain't right in the head. And y'all know it. Go ahead, Lil Flint.
Quick to offer a bitch 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 just to whip my ass. You whip my ass, like I throw you that money. Hey, you know I'm quick. You know I'm quick.
And that's the other thing she mad at is the fact that Lil Flint here can say I got 100 racks or 200 racks. If you could whip me, I'll pay you. She knows she can't do it. She hating because you run around trying to be the tough guy, but you know you ain't really tough if you stand next to a real fighter. And I want y'all to see something else. Not only the size and the roughness of this baby's hands. Look at this gal forehead. Would y'all look at her head? Let me make this picture bigger. I just want y'all to see what to Goofy talking about she gonna fight with. Look at this baby head. Look at her head. Would you look at that? The hairline pushed all the way back so you could see the structure of this baby's head. This child looked like she got metal plates in her head, and that's just her head. Okay, walk up and hit her. That's what you do. Walk. I dare you. I double dog dare you. Walk up and hit her. Just hit her with your bad.
Y'all just be hypothetically speaking. Would've, could've, should've, but can't. There you go. That's what you need. You need rehab. Natalie wanted me to come on her little baddie show, and I told her, like, yeah, I will come on there, but you gotta have all your girls sign a paper that if we get into a fight, you know, that if I cause damage to them, that they can't sue me. She said, okay, she'll work on it. She came back and said, oh, I can't do it. And I said, why not? She said, because it's reality TV and they don't let us do stuff. I said, well, I can't come on your show because I tell you what, if any of them girls put their hands on me, I'm gonna kick some ass. I told her, I said, but I don't want to get sued for having to kick no ass though. So, all right, I guess I won't be on there.
And there you have it, folks.
And that's just what I said. And she was like, oh, I wish you could have came. I said, I come here and teach a boxing class though. I told her that. What the hell?
So she offered to come teach a boxing class to them heifers, but she said she wasn't finna come in there as no guest or nothing, you know, no guest appearance. And she not right. She not wrong for that, because just to show as she'd have got a hope to one of them little hood boogers that ain't been training and ain't built for it tough, the first thing they'd have did was try to sue that girl. They'd have tried to sue her. Yeah, Antoinette, that's a forehead. F-O-H. You right. You're right. Hey, Kiara St. James. Oh, she pretty. Hey, boo. Say, we have a lot of DL brothers here in Cleveland, too, that go to Houston, Chicago, and Atlanta. I believe it. Because Houston is nasty. I lived there for 10 years. I can tell you, them people nasty as hell. Them some of the nastiest people God ever allowed to breathe. And I say that with my hand on 20 stacks of Bibles. I ain't never seen niggas as nasty as I seen in Houston. And I mean that. And I done been everywhere. I've been somewhere everywhere, and I've never seen people as nasty as I seen in Houston. And that's on everything I love. Even say, well, she said you won't get my money. Yeah, you ain't finna get no free check off of her. Yeah, she's still over there with Papoose where he could pimp out her money. My thing is Papoose better hope she don't never figure out he pimping and beat his tail.
Listen, I'm not catching no try. That's why I didn't go on there. Them girls is like some weird daredevils. Nelly wanted me to come on her little baddie show, and I told her, like, yeah, I will come on.
She call them weird daredevils. Yeah, because y'all mess around and run up just so Clarissa can beat you where they can get a check. Now let's go to apparently to Goofy got a response. So let's hear her out.
Talking, I don't like when people talk over me, or try to talk to me. So, like if me and you talking, and right now like this, and when I just start talking to me, I'm going to completely ignore her. Although I'm hearing everything she said, I'm not going to respond to her until I'm ready, because I think that it was rude that she was talking to me. So while I was talking to my favorite supporters on this live, supposed to say that, I was talking about the fight, I seen the Clarissa shawty come up in the comments. He's talking about what's up. Bitch, get out my face. What is you talking about what's up? I told you, seen what I said? If I train, you want to fight me and get up in the ring with me off of baddies. What I did to a bitch in a 5-second clip.
You hear her hyping herself up. This is why I don't like this girl. That girl ain't said nothing about she want to fight you off no 5-second clip. Ho. What she said, you worthless whore, was you talking about hypotheticals. And here you are with the hypothetical again. The coulda, woulda, shoulda. I said, if I train, what she said is what's up. In other words, are you going to train? Are you going to get in the ring? And if you're not going to, then we're going to have to invite you to shut what we call the hell up. Like, for real. Oh, she want to fight me off of baddies. No, it's off your mouth, because you set your ugly behind over there with Jason Lee talking about what you would do to her. Because you felt away because somebody asked her if she thought she could beat you, and she said think or no. She knows for a fact she can beat you because she's a professional fighter. And you're a hood booger who molested her baby sister from Baltimore. Y'all are not the same. She's squeaky clean and a well-oiled machine, and you're a dope head who molests little kids. That's who you are. But let's let her keep going.
Off of, like, I'm a smoker. Baby, I smoke. Down.
That ain't no excuse. Look at you. You still sitting up there eating all them calories, talking about you smoke. All you got to do is drop the fork in the cigarette, get your behind up, start counting your macros, get your tail up in the morning, do your road work, do your weight training, do your cardio, get yourself in shape so you can fight instead of talking. Because all I see you doing now is tongue wrestling. You gum bumping and tongue wrestling and fighting with a fork. Stop fighting that fork. Get your lazy, goofy, drug-soaked, drug-infested behind in that gym and get it together so you can actually be a fighter, so you can quit running off at the mouth.
I party down. Like, I'm at work. I'm at work every weekend, baby. You're thugging. So that's me. That's what I do off of all of that. I seen the Clarissa shot come up in the comments. I said this fucking silly ass before. Imagine if I trained properly and I was an actual professional boxer, not a baddie, not an artist. I was a boxer.
You're not a baddie. You're just on a show with a bunch of hood boogers, and you're not an artist. Your music is trash. And look at you still shoveling calories and filth in your mouth. I don't want to hear nothing else she got to say. I don't want to hear nothing else she got to say. And I blame the people on social media, because y'all done hype this little nothing whore up to thinking that she's somebody and she could really go back and forth with a real fighter, somebody who's actually putting in the work, somebody who's actually built for it. You're built to go through the hood fighting girls who grew up on ramen noodles, and I'm gonna need you to stay in your lane. Like, respect yourself for a change. Stay in your lane. Macaroni and fries is absolutely crazy. Sitting up eating a bowl full of fat while you talking about fighting somebody who is like, what is this girl's body fat? Like 3%? And you sitting up here with a bowl full of fat talking about imagine if you train. We can't imagine because you don't have the discipline. And when you don't have discipline, you're not a fighter. You're a loser who molests her baby sister and goes around picking on hood boogers who grew up on ramen noodles and their mama's rent was $12 a month. That's who you are. Yeah, sitting up eating macaroni and fries. She ought to be ashamed of herself. She doesn't have enough couth, class, or wherewithal to be ashamed of herself. I'm gonna just say for the record, I don't know how y'all can stand her. I don't know how y'all can stand her. She's disgusting. You say she might have a stroke in the ring. The world could be so lucky. The world could be so lucky. So lucky. Trash like her, that's like the best case scenario. That's the best case scenario. But anyway, I went ahead and addressed that since they were right back in my doggone blogs before I could go home. Okay? Well, I'm home, but I'm finna get off of here and really be home for real this time. Okay? Yes, $12 a month with $1,000 worth of stamps. Those are her opponents. Those are her opponents. So, anywho, that's it for the gossip for the night. We finna get up out of here because this is my second time coming back. Y'all, we have had one more hell of a night. Let me say it again. We have had one more hell of a night. Yes, we have. We done been through it. We have been through Kanye West telling us that he was puffing on Peter. Shannon Sharp showing text messages with some young 20-year-old girl wanting to put her tongue in his booty hole. We done found out Britt Eady husband done been bent over like a bendy straw, like a crazy straw over in Houston and Atlanta to the Nasty People Club. We done found out Kelli Ferrell ain't nothing but a snitch. She done snitched on Britt Eady now that they ain't friends no more. Kenya done did her confessional, stating the obvious and pointing out a couple of things that wasn't so obvious. And then we got these two rabbit Wolverines talking about fighting, one of which is a fighter and the other one is just somebody who likes to eat too much. Like the rest of us old ladies, but she supposed to be young. Ain't that nothing. Anyway, we survived. We here. And now we is fin to go. So y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening. You know what time it is. If you didn't hit the like button on your way in, I'm going to have to ask you kindly to hit the like button on the way out. Hit your notification bell. Make sure you click all so you will know every single time we go live on this good channel. All right? Subscribe if you've not subscribed because you know we're happy to have you here. And if you want to join channel membership, make sure you hit that join button beneath the video or the membership link in the description box. Also in that description box, we got the link for our merchandise store so you can get your crown gear so you can represent the royal family. It is there. We got hoodies, t-shirts, stuff for mom, dad, water bottles, mouse pads, you name it, is there in the merch store. Get your stuff. We got the link for our Amazon storefront so we can all shop together for our own respective homes. My wish list for Amazon is there in case you want to send me any goodies, any notepads. Listen, I'm running out of tablets. Y'all can send me some tablets, pens, snacks. They in there. Any type of support, I appreciate it. Thank you for the super chats and the super stickers tonight. What else? My book is there. The link for my book, Little Girl, Big World, is also in the description box. And let me call out who I'm thanking. I want to thank Black Emmys for the super sticker, Brandon Martin for the super chat, Bunny Gonzalez, I want to thank you for the super chat, and Ashley for getting her crown back. And as always, y'all, be positive, be productive, encourage others. Make sure you also always encourage yourself. And remember, in case nobody else says it to you, God loves you, I love you, and it ain't nothing you can do about it. I'll talk to y'all again soon, okay? Bye.